Hello, everybody, and welcome to the world premiere of our original miniseries, Trouble at Hackberry Station. It's Tuesday night. We're playing D&D. We're Torpid Gaming. My name is Zepp, and I'm here with my superstar cast, and with maybe one unfamiliar face, but we'll get to him in a second. You.
Oh!
Why do you guys have to react? It could have been nothing.
You made such a big deal about it.
All right. I'm Bishop, and tonight I am Max Sternwood, a wood elf assassin, mysterious character whose name's only spoken in shadows, and nobody has ever seen what he looks like and survived. Recently, after the suspicious murder of his sister, he's been limelighting as a confidential informant, and now he's kind of playing a little bit of detective. Today, he joins our little group quite reluctantly, as he would much rather hide in the shadows, and he's been given a secret additional task. Since nobody has ever seen him, it's impossible to be entirely certain that he is who he says he is.
From a character perspective, in terms of one shots, that's the best description you've ever given.
Well done.
It's film war night, man.
I know. Okay.
Why'd everybody have to step their name up?
My name is Pylos, and I am playing Laniver, who is a hard-nosed elf detective who is a former rogue, which is why he abandoned his last name, because the group of rogues he belonged to did that. He is a man of faith now, but not everything he does is dictated by his faith. He joined the force to help everyone, even those who may or may not deserve the help. He wears 2 daggers on the right side and a short sword on the left so that he can draw it with his across his body, and then on his left hand wears a modified crossbow that he can fire from his wrist. And he exclusively speaks in the first person noir.
And with that, SPP with the host.
SPP with the
Thank
host.
you so much.
So you just have to drink. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I know that much. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's everything you need to know about Laniver for now.
Is Lane ever done?
Laniver is. I remember looking at her, thinking to myself, "I've never been more done."
This is gonna be okay. Try not to smile. Wait, I'm Dylan, and I'm playing Susrana. We got to think of a nickname because that's going to be a mouthful the entire time.
Sussy? Ronnie?
Susie?
Rana?
Rana.
Rana works.
Rana.
Who grew up in a monastery on the outskirts of a big city where she trained in a variety of different disciplines. Also, she's a half-elf monk. That would have helped. At the age of 30, she went into the city to infiltrate it from the inside to find its weaknesses, as her community had grown tired of the threat that the city posed upon them. Upon moving to the city, she quickly realized that she much preferred that way of life versus where she grew up, and has been working as a private detective ever since.
Okay.
Very nice. I'm Mark. I'm the new face to this motley crew. And tonight I will be playing Romulus, the Radiant. He is a tiefling paladin. And despite his tiefling heritage, Romulus showed a strong conviction for good at a very young age. So much so that he he started to undergo paladin training. But upon his return home, he found his entire town destroyed. In seeking out the band of marauders, he was actually led to this very town, where he pledged to serve it, a bright, shining new community, as he took the vow of the ancients to protect the light that is community and cooperation.
Awesome. And since I don't think I actually introduced myself,
No.
I'm Zepp. I'm your DM, your host for this evening, and these kids chaperone. The city is dark,
God.
and follow me.
Ignore the panel van.
Oh my god. Does everyone have their exit buddy?
Yep, everybody needs a buddy.
Need a fedora? I got extras.
And before we get started, just want to do some shout outs. Candles Apartment yesterday for the sub. DJ Do, hopefully before he's out of here. Thank you again for the sub. SBP for some bits. Bats gifting a sub. And Torque for the follow. And I think that he's not a cleric today, but he's still going to do some clerical stuff.
One day they're gonna get sick of that joke, and they'll They'll rise up.
I hope they do.
As always, we're going to remind you, if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, you can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch Prime account and subscribe to your favorite content creator. Maybe that's us, maybe it's not. But when you subscribe to us, you get things like a limited ad viewing experience, a subs-only Discord layer, a rotating set of emotes, a cool custom chat badge next to your name, and other neat behind-the-scenes type stuff that we're gonna get to later.
I was like, do you want to explain that for us?
Yeah, no. But yeah, so make sure to do that, and then we'll hit the Prime command here for some extra information. So you can do that if you haven't already.
Awesome. You guys ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. Do you mean
Say it. That's fine.
murder
Yeah.
and noir?
Detectives
Keep
and
going.
Dragons?
Detectives and murders?
Keep going. No.
Dungeons and detectives?
Oh.
Oh my god.
This is why they can't sit together.
They're so cute.
You are the LaCroix boys now.
No.
Bet.
Oh.
I will pomple your moose.
Speaking of, I'm just
Did Bishop draw straws and win the seat that gives him movie star glowing hair?
Yes.
It's called hair light.
Everybody has movie
sorry.
star glowing hair today.
No, Bishop is extra today.
Oh.
It's extra amber now.
Before we begin, what's up in the chat? DJ Dude, Zero, E Gib, BLT. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. And Fake Trees. Thanks everyone for stopping in. And let's get into it, shall we?
Lead the way.
It's a dark and stormy night over the Hackberry precinct, and we zoom into the police station. The fantasy police station, because that's what they call it. And we zoom into someone just sitting at a desk, stamping papers, and it's just another evening at the Hackberry station. What day was it again? It's tough to keep my head straight, doing the same thing a day in, day out. The crew brings in a perp. I write down the name, a couple things about him, and I move on to the next one. Yesterday, a stone elemental. Day before that, a couple cultists. Same scum, different gutter, am I right? I see it all from my desk. The inner office politics, who's slacking off and who ain't wearing slacks, if you know what I mean. Anyway. This here's a story about a series of events. Might be unfortunate. It might be fortunate. They haven't happened yet. That befell the town and the precinct of Hackberry, and how a small group of cops went from just being run-of-the-mill backwater beats, jumping around the station, to something else. We don't know what it is yet. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I think it's just another tale for. Holy shit! Somebody give Harrington a hand. He needs that dame doesn't look so good. You guys get up. Wait, you new guys, get up. What are you doing? And a woman, a human woman, is being forcefully escorted into the station by Deputy Harrington, who is a tall human. You know, he's very constable-y. Got him. and he is escorting her in, and she is kind of skulking under her breath, trying to get out of his restraint. And Harrington says, Miss Valentine, she wandered into the town and bit a few locals. She doesn't seem herself, and she's like starting to like bang against him and like try and get out of his grasp. You guys are sitting at the bullpen. You guys are sitting down watching this all happen. What do you guys do?
Harrington had always been sort of a hack.
Oh, here.
But I'd never seen Miss Valentine behave this way. I knew I had to ask questions. And then Laniver gets up and walks over to Miss Valentine and says, "Are you okay?"
It's almost like Cicerana's never been so irritated.
I kind of like this. Miss Valentine. I know. I don't know what happened, but I did everything he asked, but he still chose her.
I slap her and then I shake her shoulders like this and say, "Get a hold of yourself!"
Roll me a. You're definitely gonna need to roll for this is a slap check.
Roll a 1950s check.
No. What?
Oh my god!
Oh my! No, we're not doing that.
All right.
We'll edit that out in post, right?
Live post.
Yeah. Roll me the athletics check. Sure.
Unarmed strength.
Yeah. Roll me a d20 and add your strength. This is your attack roll against this restrained woman. We didn't do anything to you.
Fine police force work. I'm not like slapping her with the intent of damaging her. I'm slapping her with the intent of like centering her.
Okay. Let's.
I was like, I'm gonna kill her. Right?
Give me a persuasion roll then. Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yes, persuasion.
Okay, well it's a 17.
Okay. So she is centered.
You have no persuasion?
No.
And she kind of calms down and says, "Oh, that was close, but I'm starting to. I just kind of have a stomach ache now."
That slap did work better than I ever thought it would. But there was still something so strange about her.
Oh.
I couldn't put my finger on it, but I get to the bottom of it.
Meanwhile, I'm in the background with my little notebook flipped out, taking note of every terrible pun he says. Observing her.
Does anyone by any chance know if this woman died recently?
The alive woman that's here, the one talking to us.
What was the last thing you remember? That's what I asked.
I just remember being at the estate, and I just kind of fainted, and I came to, and I was hungry.
Does she have any like visible marks on her? Primarily bite marks, since she seemed to have been biting other people.
Roll investigation.
Be 14.
She doesn't have any bite marks, but she does kind of look like she is like has like kind of like a skin rash, like kind of like eczema.
She got eczema?
Eczema? She got eczema?
She's got eczema from the estate.
Alright, I'm glad we got that out of our system. We can stop that now.
Nope.
I'm dying.
It was as though she had eczema.
Actually, what I was going to say is, everyone knew about the estate. Tell us about the estate.
Yeah. Why don't you
roll a wisdom check on
yeah
that
roll
thing, right?
Yeah, roll me.
Or is that? No, it's wisdom, right?
That's history.
Oh, right. There's actually a thing for history.
Fucking, you saw it was a 20 at first. You saw it 3.
Yeah. So the
4. I'm not rolling great checks here. That's the point.
she is referring to none other than the Chesterfield estate, which is out of town and is an old, kind of like small castle prison left over from the old war, which happened, hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Damn, I rolled all that on 4. What would happen if I rolled a 20?
Well, you would have teleported to the state.
Stream over. Mystery solved.
Old man Jenkins did.
You said the last thing you remember is being at the estate. How far away is the estate? And how long ago was that?
The estate's about a mile out of town.
All right.
And
What were you doing at the estate?
All over.
she lives there.
She lives there? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no! I'm telling you. And Deputy Lawrence kind of like pipes up and says, And not only was she out biting people, but there was this like trail of destruction that was coming from the estate. Yeah, I never seen anything like it in my life before. And the people that she bit, it was I'm not gonna say vampiric, but they definitely had some fang marks for sure.
Where are those people now?
That we sent out our best men to go get them, but they're not back yet. It was just me, and I had to get her in. She was causing a ruckus.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Divine Sense at this moment to figure out if there's any undead fiends or celestials within 60 feet of us. You know, in case this woman has turned to a vampire already.
No.
Oh, great.
There is no undead fiends or celestials within 60 feet of you.
Well,
This woman is 61 feet. Oh, no, I'm kidding. No.
Anyone else think maybe it's time to put this alleged person into maybe interrogation room and lock her up instead of standing out here in the lobby with her? Nobody?
A holding cell's probably in order for this. Good instinct, Mac.
Okay.
That guy Sternwood always had good ideas on his shoulders.
What did the three
Little
people?
nutty, but I liked him.
What did the three people she bit look like?
They're all human. There's two. They're all human. So I had to like. I'm thinking about this.
Back in the eggs.
They're all human. There's two men and a dame.
I literally
Human.
typed
Can't trust
Dame.
Very trustworthy. And as you guys kind of say this, she kind of shudders and roll me a perception check, everybody. Yeah.
20, not natural.
23.
6. With some serious modification. +4.
My perception is +7.
And
Looks like I'm perceiving a lot of things this round. Oh, because like a good detective. Okay, sorry, go on.
it's almost like you built a character for this. Wow. And
You just let me know.
And you, as she kind of like squirms, you see something like as she moves, something else moves inside of her. That like it's not like her skin isn't really attached to whatever is under it.
I reach down her. Let's see.
And she says, I don't want to go to the holding cell.
She's a snake.
Couldn't help but notice something was wrong.
No, keep going. It's fine.
With my strong detective skills and clever perception, I had an idea. And then I pull out my dagger, and I'm gonna like stab kind of at her arm to see if like I can like pick off the skin from the body. Like see if like is the body just like
Stab. You're
I'm gonna
describing
stab her.
stab.
I'm gonna stab her. But I'm gonna see if like the
Stab her and
body
see
is
if
like
she notices.
It's like a flesh bag, you know? Is she dead? Can I get to the snake? To the whatever the thing is?
Yeah, sure. You don't even need to roll for this because as soon as you like stick the knife, like as soon as you prick her arm, she just screams and it's ear splitting. Everyone make a Constitution saving check. Throw.
16.
I roll really far. 19.
17.
15.
Okay, yeah, you guys are fine.
We're all just
Fuck
like,
you guys. Yeah, and also,
It's like, she's going to the cell, and I say as I go get the keys.
and as soon as you make that incision, basically that hole just like expands and like her body just rips apart as as her skin sheds. And down on the ground is this giant constrictor snake. And you hear it scream out, "I won't go to the cell." And that was the last word of English that it spoke as we roll initiative.
All right.
Bag of snakes.
We're gonna need some fire.
It's like a bag of spiders.
No.
One snake.
13.
21.
Romulus,
5. Nice.
What's your initiative? +5?
Laniver.
No.
8. 0. What language does it speak? Snake.
You don't know.
Oh,
I mean, it spoke English, and now it's just hissing.
Was it because snakes aren't like a race, so they don't have a language assigned to them in
I mean, that
D&D?
we know.
I mean, like, and you don't know. It's
Okay.
a giant snake on the ground.
does it speak Celestial, Common, or Elvish?
Yes, it speaks Celestial.
Man, I totally forgot to pick any
It has
languages.
wings. Forgot.
You know.
Does it speak primordial?
I'm pretty sure I only speak common.
Does it speak parcel tongue?
But everything speaks common, so it doesn't matter, right?
Animals and everything speak common. So yes,
Common for
yeah, I mean, you could try and find out if it spoke a language, but I'm not going to tell you.
We're just gonna stand there shouting things at him.
Please go to your cell.
Hey!
Okay, there is this giant constrictor snake over this like bag of body that it just shed and burst out of, like predator alien style, like. And Susrana, you're up.
I am going to. I get 2 attacks. I'm gonna attack it once, and then I can attempt to put the skin like over its head so it can't see anything.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
You could do whatever you want.
I'm gonna try to.
That's the beauty of this
I'm gonna
game.
try to ostrich it. And they put like little socks on ostriches' heads so they can't see anything.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
But it's with flesh.
But this is skin and stuff. So I'm gonna attack.
Ew.
I'm gonna attack with a Yigglwa?
Skin against it.
Yikla?
Yikla.
Sure.
There's no L in there.
Oh.
Claw.
UL. Ooh.
What?
It's
Yikla.
Yikla.
With the Yigglwa.
We had a big argument about this weapon.
Did we?
About 4 months ago.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna first attack
That weapon is OP as fuck.
It is okay.
First, I'm gonna attack it with that. And that's a 20, not natural.
Let's check if that hits. Oh yeah, that hits.
I'll just roll damage for that first. I can't stay on the table. 4 piercing damage, and then I'm gonna attempt to hood the snake with its shedded skin so it can't see.
Okay, let's roll. So that would be, I'd say that's like, I
Grapple.
I'm good
Yeah,
with
it's-
acrobatics.
yeah, it's
grapple makes sort of sense.
I think it's a grapple check, but I'll let you use your dex. So basically, roll plus dexterity because it's like you're kind of throwing something,
Okay.
and you're gonna roll against its strength.
Okay. So basically, dexterity, the roll plus this.
Yeah, roll plus dex.
19.
23.
What the fuck?
Don't look at me like that.
Very slippery snake.
Yeah.
Fine.
He gave you plus dex.
And so you kind of you stabbed it with the Yakula, right?
You claw.
Yikla.
E-claw. Yes. So you hit it with the E-claw, and it kind of like recoils from that, and in doing so, I think that it like sweeps the shedded skin.
The skin.
Is there a word for that? Like snake skin? Shedded snake skin? It's not exoskeleton.
There's a word though.
There definitely is.
I feel like there is.
Sheds its.
Anyways, yeah.
Its layer.
Yeah.
Epidermis.
Damn it! It's called snakeskin. Really?
No.
Dead dermis. Ooh. So it sweeps its old skin.
Sloth.
It sweeps its sloth.
Snakes shed or slough their skins. Oh no.
That's the verb.
Bad.
It sweeps its skin
Number
out
6.
away from you before you can grab it. Mac Sternwood.
All right. So I'm going to bust out one of my daggers and one of my rapiers.
Yep.
Sorry, my only rapier and one of my daggers.
Yep.
And I'm going to pull a classic Lucky move that I read about in a comic book, because I absolutely no idea who Lucky is.
Just call it a
In-
hand spear. That's what it is.
In the classic Marvel adventure, Twisted Mithril.
My favorite comic book character. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to climb up the side of him with the daggers and get him in the back with the double in the back actually being my hit.
Okay.
Climbing not being damaged.
Okay.
Since I'm assuming I only get the damage one.
Yep. Question. You don't. So if you have two weapons, you don't have. You're not a fighter, right?
No.
Okay. So two-handed weapons, it works a little bit differently than the way Lucky does it.
The only reason I got to do 2 is because I was proficient with it, and it wasn't like something else.
Well, but don't you have something that specifically says you have 2 attacks?
No.
Oh, well then
Well, I have 2 weapon fighting.
right.
Oh.
It specifically says that.
attacks per action is 1.
So no, you can attack with 2 weapons, but you don't get to. But if you hit, you don't get to add your proficiency and strength to the second weapon. It just does its damage.
Oh, the second one is just an extra. I get you.
Yeah.
We're attacking it once, and then you
Because
bonus
with
bonus.
Lucky's thing, he gets to add all of his modifiers to both attacks because he's like a fight like a two-handed weapon fighter. That's like their thing.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Do it anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, but do it anyway. Anyways, what do you want me to roll for this?
I want you to roll attack. Does he get sneak attack from this? Is he a rogue?
He does.
I'm not even
But he's not gonna get it.
I think level 7, you get like.
Yeah, no, that's not going to do it. But you can roll the
Apparently, my
second
knives
one.
aren't sharpened.
Yeah, you can roll the second one though for the rapier.
19.
19.
No, that is a hit.
Yeah. Cool. So
So
that's
the
for
rapier, because that's your second one. It doesn't do like any
so
of
all
the
I
plus
have
things.
is just the 1d8 plus 3, and that's it. Okay.
Correct.
You also get sneak attack though.
Yeah, he
Which is
also
an
gets
extra
sneak
like
attack.
46.
Right. Anyways,
Fucking hate sneak attack.
1d4, 6.
Okay,
Okay. And then
I'm with you.
Sorry, in my mind,
4d6.
1d4, 6.
So that's not how that works.
Oh, it was 1d8. Yeah, not d4. Sorry. And then 46. 5, 3, 4, 3. 15.
So that's 15. Okay, great. Yeah, so you sneak up on this thing and stab it straight in the back, but you miss once because Mac sucks.
So I'm just hanging there by my left hand with my
Yeah.
rapier stuck
How
in the
big
back
is
of the
this snake, by the way?
This snake is probably like 20 feet long.
So this was like a Halloween Town bag situation. It just went.
Yeah, it literally like it was like kind of like this inside of her. So it went.
It's like a jar of peanuts.
Yeah.
It's just a big snake and just kind of explodes out.
If it exploded out of both the top and the bottom,
Yes.
Poor skin.
and from the sides. Poor skin bag, and
then I use cutting action to pull my knife and get off of them.
okay, and so you kind of run back.
Yeah, I get back. I'm not just hanging off
Okay,
the snake. So.
you're right there, right?
Maybe.
Because you don't have cutting action anymore. Oh, I'm so excited.
I do, however. You go.
Okay, this giant constrictor is going to look at you and then just be like, "Don't put me in the cell," and it is going
Like
to
this.
constrict you. And that is a 20 against your AC.
I'm not gonna put you in the cell.
16. So. Snake 1.
And it's going to deal some damage.
I don't like not being a rogue.
11. That's 15 damage. And you're grappled. This is a one shot. You guys aren't attached to these characters, right?
Zep's like, this is my chance.
So that's 15 damage, and you are grappled, which means you will have to, at the beginning of your turn, make a grapple saving throw.
I don't care about your stupid mechanic.
And Lanover, you're up.
Okay. You know, as part of a rogue guild, you've seen some shit. I've never seen nothing like this. And then I pull out my... No, I don't pull it out. I just hold my hand up, and I'm going to shoot it with the crossbow in the eye.
Okay.
Okay. That's a big 20.
That's a hit.
Unnatural. And I'm going to use sneak attack.
Yep.
So I'm going to get 1d6 plus 1. Let me get that first. So I got 5.
Okay.
And then 4d6.
Aren't you glad that I decided not to be a rogue?
And replaced her with 2 other rogues.
Yep.
18.
Okay.
So I do 23 damage total. And then I'm going to take cunning action and I'm going to dash away. But Lanover's dash kind of looks like a weak version of Misty Step. So like you see like kind of a smoke outline of him, but he's now like further away.
Okay.
You know? So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sick shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Harrington is just like, where'd you learn how to do that?
I always thought Harrington was kind of a hack, but he always meant well. I don't know.
Romulos.
Bring it up the rear.
Finally, your turn.
All right, I'm going to get right up in the snake's face and take a couple whacks at it with my greatsword. And then being close enough to my ally here, she'll gain a +4 bonus to your strength check at the start of your turn if you're still grappled.
Well, shit.
That is a natural 1.
Let's get some... Mark, welcome to be initiated. Let's get some wows in the chat for Mark rolling a natural 1 on his first roll. Let's take a drink.
Wow.
Oh.
And why don't you roll me a d6, my good friend?
And you're like, and now Dylan has -5 on her strength.
And and as this the snake kind of sees you come up, and you try and take a swing, and it kind of like whips the section of itself that has Susrana up and blocks it, and then brings Susrana down just straight on top of you for how much damage did you say you took? 6?
I rolled a 3 on
For 3 damage then.
Excellent.
I was hoping for 6.
Yeah.
You're still fine though.
Oh, okay.
And it is now Susrana's turn. Was that +3 bonus? What was that? Why does she have
can
that?
add my charisma from my aura as a paladin
Okay, cool.
to any of her saving throws.
Yeah,
so you get a +4.
you rolled shitty, but you still have an aura, and you're still right. And you're actually you're even closer to her than you would be otherwise.
That is
Okay.
very true.
So do I roll first to see if I get out of it?
Yes.
So I
So-
just roll a d20,
It's you need to roll a strength saving throw
and then I get an extra +4 for that.
+3, I believe, right? Or is it
+4.
+4?
So I have a +5 strength, so just add 9 to whatever.
Yes.
The 1, I swear. I rolled an 18.
27.
So
Okay. Yeah, you managed to like squirm out of the grapple. Yeah. Now you. God, that's so loud. Exactly like that. And please, somebody clip that again. Please, BLT, please. And okay, so yeah, you are out of the grapple. you can do whatever you want now.
Okay.
You
I'm
have an
gonna use
action.
2 attacks with the claw. All right.
I'm not sure you
With
have
her
2
main
attacks.
Fine.
I do.
I'll look
I know.
it
I
up
get 2
again.
attacks. I get a bonus. I get 2 attacks. It's
Okay.
in here. So.
Level
Roll
7
those
monk
2.
gets 2 attacks.
Ooh,
Okay.
Be a
Yikawa.
16
Okay, so I was saying
That's a hit.
a little bit
Yeah.
faster. Yikawa.
and a 15.
That is a hit.
Okay, and then I'm also going to use 1 key point,
Key point.
which gives me 2 unarmed strikes that I just get.
Yep.
I need these.
Right before she does her one arm strike, I throw her my crowbar.
So 14 for the 2 hits, and then so 20 altogether.
Okay.
So 14 piercing, and then 6 bludgeoning, if that matters.
Yeah, this snake is starting to look like it has a little headache. You've been hitting on the head so much. It's starting to look a little damaged.
Mm,
And you gave me your unarmed strikes as well. Okay, Mac.
All right, I bust out my short bow and I'm going for I'm trying to cast the snake when he's just like kind of rearing back with his mouth a little bit open. I'm getting an arrow right there in his mouth,
Oh, that's
So-
pretty awesome.
and I'm rolling.
You're an elf, right?
I am.
Are you a wood elf?
Yes.
Dude, people are
So-
clipping this. Dude, you are immortalized. Twice. Double clipped. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Except I'm going to break your system. I'm sorry, but we had decided that I could shoot 2 arrows as a wood elf because we're proficient in using a short bow.
Well,
I am proficient in using short.
that's wrong, and that's wrong.
I
I
Are you
let it slide
amending
because
my-
that was because we didn't know how to play the game.
New campaign,
and
new stories.
that became a feature of Navarro.
Okay, then I'm fine with that. Sorry, Bishop, you're fucked.
All right,
Not nearly as cool.
rolling only 1 dice then. 20.
Natural 20?
Natural 20?
He gets to shoot 2 arrows now.
That he does. He does get to roll an extra damage dice from that.
So I
Let's get some wows in the chat for that nat 20.
I dash forward, fucking fall down on my knees, do a nice slide. I'm pretending we're in a gym, so it's nice and smooth.
Yeah, of course.
And just right, both arrows.
Yeah,
Kind of
roll.
split wide a little bit and kind of like the same width as his eyes.
It has a crossbow in
Inside
its
his
eye.
mouth.
Also,
What?
does that matter? I don't know. If
Yeah, no, yeah, it has one.
I'm going
It
in- I'm
has
going
one
in the
in
mouth.
its face, yes.
Under the eyes, just like
Okay.
Okay, roll me damage.
not that. D20, yes, let's do it. D6, okay. 9 plus 3, 12.
Okay, now roll the second one.
5 total.
So 17.
17 total.
No. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes,
Got
17.
With your sneak attack?
Plus 5 plus 1 plus 6 3 so plus 9 plus 10 overall, so 27.
Cool. Yeah, this snake is definitely looking hurt. And at this point it is going to basically get shot straight in the mouth, and it kind of like rears back and it tries to close its mouth, realize it can't. And it is going to look down and basically just do a body slam on you.
Cool. And then I use Uncanny Dodge and get the fuck out of it. Oh no, I have the damage. Okay. Damn it. It doesn't get me out of it. Sorry. Carol, go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't read it all away.
I think we've been using sneak attack wrong.
I think we have now that I'm realizing it.
So basically,
Shouldn't apply to every attack.
It doesn't
So-
apply to every
It's within-
attack.
it applies when
It's
someone
within
is
five-
within
15
5
feet.
feet.
5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah.
It's with you
So
have
then
advantage.
really in most of our kindness situations, I actually could use it every attack.
Yes, because there's always someone up in front
Oh, someone.
slapping the enemy.
Yeah. Interesting.
Never said I liked it.
Rogues are
But it's
going to
there.
be banned.
I always thought sneak attack was kind of a hack.
No, I think Lennifer would say sneak attack. The one skill I promised myself I'd never forget. Yeah, nice, right? Am I right? No,
Uh,
nice.
24
Nice.
against your AC.
Fist bump me.
Fist bumped you.
Okay.
That's it. Oh wait, but I take half of that.
That's
So
fine.
it's 12. Yay, I'm not.
No.
No.
24 is your AC against your AC.
He hasn't done
Oh,
damage.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
actually
attack
know.
roll.
Yeah. So
You definitely
10.
hit.
You take 5.
Yeah.
And it does a body slam. And
I'm gonna assume I'm pinned then.
yeah, and you manage to. It doesn't hit you with so much force, just because it's got 2 arrows in its mouth and 1 in its eye. But you're definitely pinned, and you are restrained. And Laniver.
Okay. I am going to rush this thing with my short sword.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do. Big it's a big 11.
Well, first miss of the night.
Nice.
Whoa. I critically missed earlier tonight.
Sorry.
Give the man his
Take that away
credit.
from me.
Second miss of the night.
Yeah, so Laniver swings, misses, and then says out loud, "There was a reason I always preferred the crossbow."
And everyone kind of just looks at you and
night. I yell up to him.
Welcome to the night shift.
That's it. I'm gonna leave it there.
okay. Romulus.
All right. I'm going to get both my attacks in this round.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
Critical.
Okay.
17 for the first
Oh,
one.
we got something happened.
A boop in the chat.
Rusty
Rusty
wires.
wires. Let's get a crit.
Reroll. Rusty Wires, what's up, man? Welcome to it.
Okay. What was your roll there?
The first one was a 17.
That is a hit.
And the second one's an 8.
That's not a hit.
8 damage altogether.
Cool. Yeah. And so you slash this thing mightily for a bold 8 damage. And this thing is looking pretty bloodied right now. It's definitely bleeding for sure. And Susrana, let's go.
I'm gonna do the 2 Yclaw attacks. If I can find my D20. Stop laughing at me.
Which one's a D20?
I got nervous last time, okay? There was a lot happening.
0 chance I would have guessed that.
What?
Nothing. Guilty, man.
First one's a 17. Second one is an 18.
It's okay. You'll cut the recap later.
Out of this.
Thanks, guys. One's a 17 and one's an 18.
Those are both hits.
Okay.
Dope.
And
You're like, I'm gonna need more dice for this.
Already sick of my D20.
It's like
I brought enough. This will happen a lot.
I'm just gonna do the 2 attacks. I'm gonna save my points.
Oh. It's
Oh,
gonna
we got-
cut Eldritch humans.
Elves versus
Get a
human.
crits. Elves versus the humans.
It'd be 13 damage total.
Okay. How do you kill this thing?
Ooh. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one slice on either side of its face and just pull its jaw.
Yeah, and you straight up just exactly like that. It makes that noise too.
Mhm.
As you basically just
And I'm gonna steal a fang from it and give it to Navarro when I see her in 3 weeks from now for the potion she's about to make next time.
we don't metagame here at Torpid Gaming Network. I mean, like, yeah. Do you want to like try and pull Fang out?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Mail it to your cousin.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. 6.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah. So you try and rip this thing out, and you feel this just incredible pain just sear through your entire body as you accidentally prick yourself with this fang. Roll a Constitution check.
As you die.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
We're still next to each other, so you're gonna get a +4.
Thank you, because I have 9.
+4.
9.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So why don't you roll me a d4?
Oh, okay. 7 times. 1.
And you take 1 poison damage. As
Son had always been smart, but it was clear she'd never pulled a fang from a basilisk. That's gonna insert them when they feel right.
Laniver had always
This
been
is a
condescending.
constrictor.
Yeah, right. Sorry, from a constrictor.
So just 1.
yeah, one damage, 1 poison damage. And Deputy Lawrence kind of walks up and kind of like claps Romulus on the shoulder and says, "Yeah, big miss there, buddy." And then he kind of like kneels down and kind of like starts poking at the body.
Body of the snake or the empty sack of human skin?
Yeah,
The body of this snake. And the rest of the station has gone, ran.
Thanks for the help, everybody.
Yeah. And so you guys are there. You guys are out of combat. There is the body of a snake and a flesh sack.
I want to go check out the flesh sack, see if there's anything hidden in the clothes that were still on it.
I want to
You're
ask
gonna-
her some more questions.
She's dead.
My intelligence is -1.
He stood out of the snake. Hey.
Do something.
You're going to loot the poor
There were times
sack
Mac
of a
was a
woman
confusing
I'm
individual.
going to search for clues on the sack of the woman.
while looking for any
Oh.
valuables.
Yeah, why don't you roll me an investigation as you poke at this flesh sack?
17.
Okay.
You need an artist.
So, if anyone's an artist,
Who wants to draw every scene of these things as they go?
so you kind of check out the shredded skin body, and you notice a couple things. One, you notice that the dirt on her shoes most recently is a red clay, which is common, which is found only in the courtyard of the Chesterfield estate.
That was a nice impression.
I'm smart, thank you very much.
Unlike some other people, and you also, with that investigation check, you find a red cube, which is about this big.
Oh.
And it is bright red, and kind of like it's kind of like a gem. It has a consistency of like a ruby. You know, like we've all felt rubies as big as a dice before. You know,
Yeah,
it,
totally.
it feels exactly like
Every
that.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I haven't.
Oh God.
So do we see Romulus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide
Right?
this.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Romulus was a good cop. Made a hell of a martini. It's always worth something. Yeah, that felt right.
Felt okay to the rest of us. But
Yeah.
you'll get better.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'd say it's time we make our way to the estate and see what else. No, wait, no.
Either
That's
make
not
our
right.
way
That's
to-
not right. That's not right. Hold on.
I'd
Say it's about time we make our way to the estate.
Oh, now he has an
Oh.
accent.
Yeah,
All right.
that felt
I
right.
can't. Either make our way to the estate or find the other 3 snakes running around.
I have the accent.
No, I didn't do an accent.
Oh, you kind of. Okay.
I did.
Don't look at me.
I'm sorry, I was just into my character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
can I get a ruling on whether or not that was an accident?
I'll provide no such thing.
So when's the next train to the whatever fucking estate?
Mile away, and I think we can walk it.
You walked a while.
Yeah, haven't you?
No.
Absolutely not.
I take it all back. Mac was a good cop sometimes.
All right.
I got a police cruiser for that, man.
A fantasy police cruiser?
Fantasy police cruiser.
Yeah.
Never
Horse.
said what time this.
Fine, I have a horse. Fine, I have a horse.
We never said what timeline this police station was in.
That's true.
That's true.
Hop in the police cruiser before he can change his mind.
I think the decision is that we're going to the estate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that agreeable?
I'm happy to. We should keep an eye out for the other 3 people that were attacked on our way, because they're hypothetically between the station and the estate. So,
Does the fantasy police station have an armory?
Are there any?
Montage time.
Do we want to take a short rest before we go?
Make a montage roll.
All right, guys, let's reconvene
No.
tomorrow and we'll get right into this
What am I-
investigation.
and that's union
Right,
break.
okay. Points.
Yeah,
Let's hit the road. I'm assuming the answer to that question was no.
yeah. I mean, it's basically the person who has the keys is already fled.
All right.
You have your personal belongings. You'll be fine.
I just wanted more than 20 arrows. I pull my 2
Anybody
arrows
have
out of the snake and
Anybody
put them
have
back
any
in my quiver.
healing properties?
Not even remotely.
We're about to go somewhere.
How much did you take?
I took 16.
Get it all back with a pat on the back.
Wait, you can do that?
Yes.
Is that a cantrip or is that a?
That is Lay on Hands Paladin feature. So 16 of my 35 points of healing are gone.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's like
Next time around.
per long rest, right?
Yeah, per long rest,
Yeah, okay.
I have 35 points to give out of healing.
Dope.
Just like a touch range.
Yeah. Just with an action and physical touch.
I assume we're gonna run into one of these
Yeah, no,
very
next time I'm going
soon.
straight killer for my next character.
We'll see.
Straight killer.
Yeah, straight killer.
Okay,
It's gonna
so
be a
you guys.
paladin, rogue,
Fight.
and a ranger.
Okay, and so you guys set off down the road, and as you guys walk down, there is a small but noticeable trail of destruction as you guys kind of walk, and it kind of gets more and more like from starting from the police station. There's like a toppled down dumpster. There's like maybe some blood on the wall. There's like, you know, the a little bit blood.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
No
a
sign
little
of a body.
bit. Yeah,
No big
Just a bunch of blood.
no body, just a little bit of blood on the wall.
Maybe like a handprint.
and as you kind of like get further and further out of town, there's there's kind of like a giant hole in the road where it looks like a boulder might have hit. There's a tree that's been pushed down, and it kind of looks like something was really big coming this way and got smaller and more controlled as it got to town.
Picturing this awesome like Doc Ock thing going out of the back of her human skin. Anyways.
There's more and more destruction going towards the estate.
Correct.
So the reverse could also be true of it might have gotten bigger and bigger as it got to the estate.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Let's push on, but carefully.
Picking up what you're throwing down. Oh,
I
shit.
smell what you're stepping in.
Oh my god.
Blood. It's blood.
I smell blood.
We continue on.
Okay. And
We continue on in the shadows. Hopefully not visible from the castle.
No, I got heavy armor. I'm clunking along.
yeah. So this is
You've seen that meme of
Yeah,
the
there's-
paladin.
there's a
We gotta
paladin
be
within you.
sneaky.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. I'm
I gotta
built
find
like a
a
linebacker, so
Alright,
we'll be
well,
fine.
I'm hiding.
okay.
I'm in the trees.
I too am faux misty stepping my way through.
I'm
Yeah.
the distraction.
Yeah.
Wait.
And so you arrive at the Chesterfield estate. Why doesn't everybody roll me a perception check so we're not rolling 4 separate perception checks later in a second?
14.
9.
11.
6.
Oh. All right. My 14 is
14, okay. Got it. So the building is like a mini castle. with a wall and a gate, and you can see, it's kind of like a graded gate, and you can see the main building past that gate through the courtyard, and that courtyard is made out of bright. The dirt is red clay, that as you saw from the shoes of the flesh bag, and
The shoes of the flesh bag.
Miss Fleshbag.
Yeah.
Miss Valentine.
It's a new band name right there,
No,
man.
shoes of a flesh bag.
Whoa,
progressive
shoes
jazz
of a
band,
flesh
obviously.
bag.
It's a band name.
That's going to be our house band.
I didn't know we were gonna do a heavy metal. house band.
and you see with your 14 that you see a faint trail of yellow smoke coming out from the courtyard, and the main building of the castle is built into the back wall, because basically think of it like it's a wall with a gate, and the main building is built into the far section of the wall.
Okay, I got you.
And
Is that up against something, or is it just
no, it's just
it's still in the middle of open area?
It's in a clearing.
Okay.
And you go up to the gate, and you see 2 guards standing at the gate, and you can there's trail of destruction. There's a tree down with an easel, and it's very much visible from this main gate. And you see 2 guards standing at the gate. What do you guys do? You guys are a ways back.
I would like to sneak around the back of the castle, whatever we're calling it. Castle?
Estate.
Yeah, estate. That's it. I can remember that word. My vocabulary.
I will happily approach the guards slowly to have a conversation with them, so we can investigate the premises.
I'm gonna
I
stay.
whisper, same as Valentine sent us.
I'm gonna stay back in the shadows with my crossbow aimed at the guards.
All right, splitting the group 3 ways.
He's just behind us.
Yeah, I'm just behind. I'm just behind.
Okay, so you're going
I stay along
around.
the tree line, staying hidden to behind the castle.
Wait, I like that idea.
Too late.
Too late. I sent you an invitation and everything.
Okay, so are you waiting for him to do that, or are you just doing it at the same time? Because you guys would get to the gate much faster than it would take him to sneak all the way around to the back. It's a pretty big wall.
I'll let him get around a corner before I start my conversation.
Okay.
So walking up slowly.
Okay, and just so you know, there's you see that the wall is about 30 feet high, all the way around. It has some cobblestones on it, but you don't see any there's no gate in the back or anything.
Okay.
That's fun.
Wait, you said it's 30 feet tall. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
So I'll come up to
we're
the,
not in combat.
Correct.
I'm like, whose turn is it?
I'll come up to the 2 guards and say, evening, gentlemen. Miss Valentine came by the station under duress, and we'd like to take a look around the premise and have some follow-up questions, if you don't mind allowing us through.
I'm happy to answer whatever questions you have from right here. We're kind of taking care of something. We're kind of taking care of some internal business inside. But she did leave here under duress. You are correct. But what do you want to know?
Let's go ahead and start with this tree that is fallen over just a few feet away from us, and the boulders on the way to the station, and the gigantic holes, the
blood!
trees.
It's like,
Essentially, this big path of destruction that we found with Miss Valentine, who claims she came from here, and we have evidence she was in the courtyard before coming to us.
They kind of.
What did you say?
Got my hype man over here.
they kind of look at each other like, it's been pretty stormy around here, and she left, and the tree was already kind of uprooted. But I don't know anything about I don't know anything about boulders. We haven't been out there.
Look, I get it. You're on the clock. I'm on the clock. You don't want this big headache to be a bigger problem. But that little glance between the two of you lets me know that you've got a little bit more going on than you want to tell me. But I need to know.
While this is happening, I've pulled out my rope and lassoed it on the parapet, and I'm climbing up the back of the wall.
That's going to be a roll.
Rogue.
So that is acrobatics for that.
13. My rope snaps.
I mean, you're
I was so sure that was going to be stealth. I was ready for that.
Yeah, you're a rogue, so you basically you get about halfway up and really like a cobblestone thing that got your leg on, like it falls off and makes this like huge noise. So you get halfway up, and that happens. You can continue up, but you've made a lot of noise. What do you want to do?
I've flattened myself against the wall.
As in, but you're still halfway up, or do you drop back down and...
No, still halfway up. I just minimize my profile.
Okay.
He becomes the cobblestone that fell.
In fact, I go into the hole where the cobblestone... How big are these bricks?
Roll a stealth check for me.
Great. That will be 15.
Okay. Yeah, so a guard kind of pokes his head out there, and it's still nighttime. He kind of pokes his head out and looks around a second and calls back. I don't know, I can't see anything. I think we're fine. And cruises back around. But we're gonna go back down now.
Meanwhile, I have walked up to you. I'm gonna try something. And hand you be like, oh, here's the warrant we're looking for.
You're like, oh, we got a warrant, really? Shut up.
There it is, boys. Either you gotta go get someone higher up, or you gotta open these doors.
So are you? What is it? Is it? No,
It's a piece of paper she handed to me. I looked at, and I
It just
told her we
says
have it.
I can do whatever I want.
Signed Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it basically says that we have permission to search the entire premises.
Okay. Why don't
He's
you
asking
guys
for
roll me a roll me intimidation.
Persuasion.
Or intimidation.
I could be persuaded to let you roll persuasion.
But you have to do a
It depends
persuasion
who's
check
rolling. Are you
first
rolling
to
or am
see.
I rolling?
It depends who is going to use the warrant to try and get past these guys.
I'm gonna say he is.
I'm a persuasion check.
It's
Checking
Look,
this
guys.
Not me.
I get it. It's your job. This is your gate. But it's my job to see what's on the other side of that. And this piece of paper, as I slide it into my chainmail, is going to get me through that gate. And I don't care if you guys get in trouble for it. They can come down to the police station and have a problem with my boss. But we are getting in there any way we can.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
25.
Fuck. God damn, you're so persuasive. And
Those guards never knew it was coming. Truth is, Romulus was great with kids.
and I can't. And the guards kind of look at each other, look at the paper, and he knocks on the gate, and it comes open, and one of the guards turns and walks in. So there's kind of two doors right on the other side that go into the wall, and one of them turns to start walking away pretty quickly, and the other one stays. What do you guys do?
I walk in the gate.
I'm gonna walk in, but I'm gonna stand in the middle of the gate and just look back towards Laniver's general direction to see if he wants to come in now or try to get in on his own.
Fuck, I lost what I was gonna say.
I
No,
the rest of the way to the parapet.
Yeah, I just follow Romulus kind of like closely behind, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then as I'm walking past Romulus, I gotta say I'd always been more of an observer. That was it.
Okay, and
some reason I'm
you guys are in.
Everything that you do, I just picture Rowan doing. So I'm picturing you on like the back of the gate as it opens, just like ah.
I'm climbing up the back.
I know.
As we meet up in the courtyard, I want to let them know that odds are we might get trapped in here based off of that guy running away. So be on your toes. And what do we see in the courtyard?
Go
back to me.
When you're done with him.
So Mac is up on the wall now, and you have a great view of the courtyard. We need a refill.
You want that or the other?
I need 12 ounces of beer.
Yellow
Stack.
can or orange can?
Yellow can.
So you get a great view of this courtyard. There on the walls there are 2 guards walking around patrolling, and one of them just came in and checked you because you're a loud boy, but you're a loud stealthy boy. So he's walking away. He's got his back to you. You just saw one of the 2 guards at the gate run into the door up the stairs, and is walking very quickly towards the guard, the second guard patrolling the walls on the far side. And everyone else, you guys see in the courtyard, there is a giant hole in the ground that this vile yellow smoke is coming out of. It's like something landed and like burrowed into the ground. And in front of it is a woman kind of kneeling down and crying. And as you get close, you hear her say, Matthew and Adam, he took them, my boys. I'm sorry. They were just out in the courtyard, and then they got took down in the hole. I don't know what to do. Are you guys here to help?
I jump in the hole. I'm just kidding.
I've never seen anything like it. The hole in the ground, her eyes, the tears. They told the story. I knew I needed to help.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't say anything. You just narrate in your head.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're just like,
I thought all of that was out loud the entire time.
Yeah, no. It's all
is it-
first person narrative out loud.
Yeah, he's saying it.
Yeah.
What my partner's trying to say is, yes, we're here to help. We're with the fantasy police station.
The Hackberry police station.
Hackberry police station.
not the fantasy police station.
FHPS.
I'm
And then I slap her.
Not again.
And I shake her like this. Get a grip, woman! Get a grip! No, I
I'm
don't
gonna investigate the hole a little more. Like, does the smoke smell a certain way, or does it like? Is there anything aside from us seeing?
No,
that it's just
roll investigation.
It's gonna be 10.
Yeah, so it smells strongly of vinegar.
It's a demon. That's. I'm just kidding.
And yeah, it smells strongly of vinegar, and there is this like yellow residue, like gummy residue, that's kind of like left behind as like, and the hole goes down at kind of like a 45-degree angle, and it's like probably about 7 feet wide, so it's like you guys can easily like walk down there. And
Let's go.
And the woman kind of turns to you and says, I already sent some of my guards down there. Oh, but by the way, my name's Carolina Chesterfield. This is my home. I'm sorry that the guards may have given you some trouble. I just didn't want them to. I just wanted to keep this quiet. When Miss Valentine, she just ran away. She couldn't take it. There's this thing. Something came down, took the boys, and she just ran off.
Do you see what took the boys?
Now they were just out here playing. Find out.
The sky's the limit. Subscribe to tier
The
2.
sky
Wow,
is the
sky's
limit. Subscribe
Hey,
with
wait
the
a
tier
minute.
2.
Welcome,
Wait a
tier 2
minute.
sub.
The sky is the.
Thank you so
That's
much.
Thank
I
you
have
so
no
much.
idea what's happening.
Wow, thank you. Welcome to Sorbet Gaming Network.
I think
wow.
I know who this is.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think I do too.
It's okay. Continue.
Whoever you are, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to TGN.
Welcome to the Sorbet Gaming Network,
So
and thanks for joining us on our one-shot series.
yes.
So sorry. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Did you see what took the boys down there?
I don't know. It all happened just so quick. It was just a light, a fire, and there was maybe some. I didn't see any feet. It kind of like slid across the ground. I don't know, but it was so fast.
How were we ever going to tell this woman that we had killed Miss Valentine already?
you say that out loud? What?
Robbie was just like,
I'd have him up front back and be like, ma'am, Miss Valentine's been dead on the inside for years. It's okay.
and then I take a deep breath and I say, I'd used vinegar before to kill ants in my kitchen. I never thought it'd be trying to kill me.
It's one giant ant. That's what down there. Okay.
And then I kind of just walk
Miss
around and start
Valentine
investigating the
Miss
outside of the
Valentine
pit.
is dead, and she just breaks down. Like
I'm patting her. I'm like,
make a consolation saving throw. Doesn't matter. It's a critical miss.
Consolation?
Exactly.
Because
He lost. Because you're going to console her.
oh, I thought you were saying
I was like,
Consolation.
Oh, consolation. Got it. Okay.
got it. Okay.
I think we got to go down there and get the boys back.
Absolutely. I'm going to let the crying woman know that Miss Valentine passed away from a beast that overtook her, and that beast has been put down. And if you can give us any information, how long ago did this event take?
My boys!
We knew then we had to bring the boys back to town.
Oh, boy.
My boys!
That's it.
My
Episode's
boys!
over. Show's over. That's it.
Oh my god.
We will get the boys back in town.
Oh my god.
I just a son of a bitch. And I walk in the hole. I just go in.
While this is happening, the guard that checked up on me and that was facing away from me,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to go ahead and do a stealth attack and try to...
You are a police officer.
Okay.
What? Anyways, I take him down and want to take his clothes.
Okay.
She's gonna be like, who are you?
Okay, yeah, okay, maybe she's in a state. Maybe she doesn't know who her guards are. Roll me. Roll me.
She's in a state.
She's
Roll me.
She's
Roll me
in a
an
state.
roll me an attack with advantage here to try and take
Oh,
this.
right, yeah.
Which means you get sneak attack.
I'm attacking with the crowbars.
Yeah. This is
has no effect whatsoever.
you're trying to just give this guy just a
Yes.
Oh,
A nice little sleep time.
I Vulcan death.
like a
that exactly.
Anyways, 14.
14.
Plus whatever applies, but I don't know what applies here. Nothing?
Your strength.
Oh. 14.
Okay, he is going to try and resist. Is that with advantage, or is that only one?
Did I have advantage?
Yes.
There was only one. Oh,
Yes.
oh, come on. Okay, 14. That 20 when I need.
Yeah, and as you're walking up with the crowbar, maybe not raised yet, he hears you. He hears your footsteps, and
He steps on a twig.
and turns around and kind of just says, and is very surprised because he's been watching Carolina just go sad because he also heard you guys talk about Miss Valentine and maybe he had a crush on her. but he's kind of sad too, and he looks around and says, What are you doing up here?
Like, oh, sorry, I'm a handyman. I'm here to fix the hole.
You're an
Roll-
officer of the law.
Roll persuasion.
Who's here to fix the hole?
All right.
11.
That one probably doesn't.
Yeah, and he.
I see this happening and I just yell, Mac, get over here.
You're gonna bail him out of this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to conclude my roll? Or
Oh
are you
yeah,
gonna
no,
bail
your
me
role
out?
is concluded, and I was waiting to see what if anyone was going to help you out here. So then he kind of looks down and says, "Is this one yours?"
Sadly, yes.
He's the rookie. Give him a break.
Mac wasn't really a rookie, but the guards didn't need to know that.
Oh, the worst.
Or the best, yeah. And, yeah, and he looks at you and says, "I know it was you that made that noise. Get the fuck down there."
Sheathe my
Crowbar with the crowbar sheath on your back.
my bright orange crowbar.
Yeah.
Of course. Tinky orange. And then head down the stairs.
You're like, "Are you sure there's no head crabs around
All
here?"
right. We got to get the boys back.
Back to town.
Miss Caroline is just like, "You gotta find my boys. Gotta find my boys." Just breaking
The Oscar goes
Anyone
to.
else think the boys are definitely dead?
boys.
We'll find your boys.
Matthew. Really? Is that a promise?
I promise we'll find them.
That's all I can ask for.
That was always Cisrana's biggest problem. The promises she made, she didn't know she could keep.
I said I promise we'd find them. Didn't say what state
And then I just
they'd
walk
be
into the circle.
Got it. Okay. Sistrana, make a Constitution saving throw.
He just walked in the hole.
Sistrana, make a Constitution saving throw.
You get a +4.
13.
You feel your hand where the fang pricked you start to throb. You don't take any damage though. It's starting to hurt.
How long has it been since she got bit?
It's been probably about 2 hours.
Technically, he healed all my hit points back. Does that mean that it still hurts me?
Does that heal status ailments?
don't know.
If I heal for more than 5 points, it removes poison effects.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
The
Yeah.
plot unthickens.
Thin.
Count as poison?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 hit points to either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Oh, great. That's very lucky. Yeah, so never mind. Your hand feels great.
I take what I've severed off,
Back
put
to
it
you.
back on.
Just thunk. Okay, so you guys walk down the
Weapons
the
drawn.
hole. Weapons drawn.
Ready.
I'm going to just say that I need to be in the front since I'm the big guy with heavy armor.
Oh, yeah.
Romulus always went out of his way to put himself in front of others. Literally.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm doing this until it's dead. Don't you worry.
Until?
Oh yeah.
And and as you guys kind of walk down, it's this this hole. That's kind of the best most descriptive thing we can call it, is weirdly burnt, but it still has this like yellow kind of like gummy residue on it. It just smells so bad, like burnt vinegar that's been like boiled and evaporated. Like it smells so bad.
Just saying, I got a bad feeling about this.
And
Thank you.
no one's gonna disagree, huh? No one has a good feeling about this. And as you guys kind of go down, you see kind of a light up ahead as this hole intersects with a stairwell that the wall has just been like punched straight through. Like it's a stone block stairwell, and it's just been blasted in. And you can see there is a corpse basically straight across from where the point where the hole and the staircase intersect, and it looks like it has been splatted against the wall.
Is it Matthew?
Yeah, we should have asked for pictures of her son.
It's
With her photos that she
it's an adult.
Okay.
That's an adult. There are 2 boys, Matthew and Ed.
And
Oh, I was assuming she said boys, but she really meant 60-year-old men. She just meant they're her boys. No?
Mm.
Okay.
Didn't draw that one at all.
and
Good thing this didn't get weird, huh?
Man, I'm here playing 4D
Good
chess.
thing.
yeah. And you notice that there is something a little weird about the body.
Is
it
it
full of snakes?
shedded? Is it just the husk of a body? Or is
Oh,
it a body?
roll me investigation.
I think we're gonna say, oh, it's a husk.
All right. I
Me or
roll.
everyone?
Yeah, no, it's just Rana.
20.
Just me,
It's just Rana.
Damn it. The one investigator.
14.
It's a husk. Yeah, so this body does not have any bones. And it's definitely like more fleshy than the skin bag that you found back at the Hackberry station, but it definitely has some similarities. And it is just like, and then the inside of it is covered in this like yellowy goop.
Got a goopy snake on the loose. I don't know.
Sunglasses.
I can see your cogs turning in your head so hard to try and find something to say right now. You can't do it.
He just screams
In
out,
fact-
the boys are back in town.
In fact, I'm playing this character so that I don't have to say as much at all, except for when it's really important.
You said it out loud.
No,
Okay.
I mean, yeah. In the meta.
I just meant in character.
No.
And the yellow kind of goopy slime trail continues down the stairs, and this staircase is old. You guys have, some of you are elves and are relatively old, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that your parents have told you about the old war, and about how this area used to have a famous prison in it. No one's ever found that prison. But you can tell that this staircase dates back to the old war. And as you guys come down, you guys come to a room that has, as you see some light coming out of it, and you hear some hushed whispers coming from the room as you guys walk down the stairs. What do you guys do as you near this room?
Flattening. Are we doing the spiral staircase kind of thing?
No, this is straight. This is like it's like kind of like a landing kind of spiral staircase.
I say,
should flatten.
the elves I used to call my family told me about a place like this.
Used to.
Yeah, I gave up my surname when I joined my rogue guild.
I just pull out 2 arrows and proceed with caution.
I also pull out one arrow.
I get 2 attacks.
And proceed with caution.
If it says on your if the monk gets 2 attacks,
You
you
just
get 2
gave me a
attacks.
look of like,
No. Nope, you're good.
You have multi-attack?
Mhm.
Yes, you have 2 attacks, even if it's with a button.
I do.
Great.
Attack per action 2.
Perfect.
All right, but we're sneaking like in the
Oh, we're
darkest
sneaking.
portion of the staircase.
Oh, we're
right?
sneaking.
Oh, we're sneaking.
Oh, you can't.
Marsh is just like
Marsh is like
click,
beating his
click,
fucking like
click,
rapiers
click,
against
click,
his armor, like motherfuckers out of here.
I'm not going to intentionally make noise, but I won't unintentionally not make noise.
We wrap him in bubble wrap.
Got it.
And then
I'd serve
And
him
he
the
trips
force.
down the stairs. Pop, 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 pop.
I'd served on the force for years with Romulus. He was unusually loud this trip.
Okay, and so as you guys get down, you can see that the room is shattered. A huge crevice goes from one end to the other, and this room is probably it's about 30. It's about a square, 30 feet. So it's a decent sized room. And so about 15 feet out, there is a crevice that splits the entire room, and it reveals the floor below. And what you can see is a mass of old machinery that looks mostly rusted out down below. And what you can see right in front of you on the other side of this crevice is a cage made out of spikes that are coming straight through the floor. And inside that cage are what look like two boys. And in front of those boys is somebody in a dark black robe, kind of kneeling down and trying to talk to these boys. One of them is just sitting on a bench in the cage, and the other one is all the way at the far end, trying to stay as far away from this hooded figure as possible. And you can hear this figure just kind of say, stay still. Don't fight it. Stay still.
Fantasy PD.
Freeze!
We're all like,
all right. What do you guys do?
I personally do want to call out.
Yeah.
So I am going to use my thaumaturgy cantrip to triple the volume of my voice and just yell out, "Hackberry police, lay your arms down now."
Fantasy police.
That's not where we're from.
We're not from fantasy.
Fantasy's a state of mind.
Fantasy's that next town over, and we hate those guys. Okay, so he's kind of startled as this giant booming voice goes through that area, and he looks at you and he says, "Do not disturb my studies. Keep it down." And he turns back.
I'm gonna shoot 2 arrows at it. I'm over it.
Okay, yeah.
Whoa.
That's
okay.
it. Okay.
Lucky of the night.
Lucky of the night. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Get it? Because we're doing a noir.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
2
okay,
arrows
you're
with the
shooting
short bow.
2 arrows. Well, let's everyone roll initiative. We are going into combat. Mac.
10.
Susrana.
15.
Romulos.
8.
Laniver.
16.
Did you name your character after Romulus, the guy that used to be at the bar like years ago?
No. Who is that?
Remember Romulus?
No.
Didn't he murder his brother?
What?
No, you're thinking of the fictional
I know who you're
Romulus.
talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about. He did not murder his brother.
I was like, whoa!
Random name generator.
And let's kind of get into this combat situation. As I'm gonna crack in this beer, yeah. As I'll let you go first because he was not looking at you
Okay.
when you attacked.
1 arrow. Fuck. 9. So that's a no.
That's a no.
I feel like that's a yes. 2 arrow. That's going to be a 24.
No. No, I'm kidding. That's it.
We're in bigger danger than I thought.
Okay. And that's it. So I'm just gonna roll back. 26 plus 3. It's gonna be 6 piercing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not within range of unarmed strike, right?
No, this is a range attack. Yeah, so there's still a giant, like there's probably like a 6-foot canyon, like a crevice in the floor between you and this person.
Actually, I'm going to use stunning strike, which when I hit with never mind. Save that for later.
I'll put that back in my pocket.
I didn't use a melee weapon,
Yeah.
so yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so you basically shoot this guy straight in the back, just trying to do a study. He's just
This
trying.
isn't the library.
and you shoot him in the back, and he kind of like doesn't flinch when the arrow hits,
No, I want to put my empties.
but he don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall.
Please fall.
Please fall. Please fall.
and you shoot him in the back, and he doesn't flinch or anything. You just hear an exasperated sigh just as he pulls the arrow out from his back and turns to look at you guys and says, "Please, I'm trying to work. This doesn't have to be bad if you just let me return to my studies. Please. You can go tell Carolina that you couldn't find the boys. Everything is fine."
Jump over the canyon and I punch him in the face.
It's Laniver's turn.
Dewsville, baby doll.
Is he a humanoid?
Yes, he is a humanoid.
I cast Charm Person.
Until he's a bag of snakes.
That's it. I cast Charm Person. He makes wisdom saving throw. But I don't know how to determine my
You should have a spell save DC.
Go to your spells?
Towards the top, you might have a spell attack.
Wait.
Charm person is a spell save DC, right?
Yeah, it
Why
is.
does he not have spell CDC listed on his spells page?
Did you, when you picked Rogue, was Arcane Trickster an option?
No,
That's
that
why.
might be why.
Because only Thief is an option in
In
this version of it.
So he doesn't have a spell
No,
save
you
DC?
do. It's just not going to be
It's-
automatically
yeah, it's
added
not
in there.
Showing up on the
Oh.
Your
Oh,
spell
what?
save DC is 8 plus your proficiency.
An
bonus.
anonymous gifter
Oh, it's
gave
gifted
J Wolf
501.
a sub. What's up?
Welcome.
Candles is a big proponent of seduction as a weapon.
Yes. Marry the fucker. Propose.
What's your intelligence modifier?
+1.
So the save DC would be 12.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 11 plus intelligence.
8 plus proficiency bonus, which should be 3 for
Three.
him, and then
And
plus
intelligence.
one.
Okay. So it's 12.
Yep.
And he's going to get advantage because he is hostile towards you.
Uh-huh.
He's
Yep.
No, he sounds like he's being pretty nice.
He did just get shot.
And he's pretty cool about it. Honestly.
And that's a 14. Let's say, yeah. He's,
Yeah. Just, okay.
I'm just telling you what he got.
Oh, I was like, don't look at me I'm gonna have to tell you my spell save DC again. Okay.
Oh, so he's asleep. Or sorry,
Wait,
charmed.
no.
No, he's not charmed.
Nothing has happened.
Excellent.
He's just madder.
Yeah. I say, huh. I didn't think it would work. It never worked in the past. I think it's the way I talk to people.
And
I just give a maybe next time.
Mac.
All right. Wow. How do I follow up that?
Hi, charm person.
I attack him with my rapier.
Okay, so you're gonna have to. So he is between. So there's the 8-foot canyon between you and him.
Oh, right. Okay. Can I? Sorry. How do I calculate whether or not I can jump? You said 6 feet earlier. Just
That would-
A 6 to 8-foot canyon. It depends on where you're
I
jumping.
moved to where it's 6 feet, and then I can jump over. How do we calculate if I can even jump that shit, or is that not even a mechanic in this game?
You're
Acrobatics.
gonna make an acrobatics roll.
Dope.
Wait. He's like, how dope is it?
Can I not do that? No.
So it's
No,
it's about 15 feet deep because it just goes to the floor below.
Okay. Cool. It's a good thing that's so high. 11.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I think that with an 11, you can like you make it, but like it was a pretty easy jump, and you just barely make it. I think it looks funny, but yeah, you're like kind of stumble and you're over.
Oh, sweet. So now I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
Great. And now I've got my rapier, and I'm going to attack him for. Well, I'm going to attack him.
Yeah, I'm going to attack him for hopefully some damage.
Yes. I will not be attacking. That's a critical miss.
It's a 1? Oh, I love this game. Let's get some wows in the chat for this crit.
Can I still add my 4d6?
Throw down the crits in the chat if you have the crits too. Throw
J
down the
Wolf, I'm
crits.
going to see some wows down there too.
All right, so I guess I just straight up just miss. I like lose balance after getting to the side and just
And roll.
Don't even hit him.
Roll. You know what? Roll me a dexterity saving throw, my friend.
Please don't kill Matthew or Adam by accident.
They're in a cage.
He rolled a 1.
26, 25.
He's like, I can't even count this high. It's so good. So you kind of like as you jump over the canyon, you kind of like lose your footing and like kind of like fall back like you're about to fall down, but you manage to right yourself. And that is your turn, Romulo's.
I'm going to go ahead and cast a spell this turn. I'm going to use Moonbeam on the caster's location. So he is going to need to make a con save.
That is a 12.
And I have a save DC of 15, so he's going to take full damage from this one.
Okay.
So he takes 6 points of radiant damage, and if he is a shape changer, he also needs to make a saving throw with disadvantage, or he instantly reverts to his original form.
With con.
Oh, it goes off the same save, yeah, with con.
That is a 16.
With disadvantage.
God, I wish Bats was here to drop so many gotems right now.
That is 17.
So you
Yeah.
take the lower. Okay.
Yep.
So he's a shape changer. He does not change back. This turn, the beam will persist for the next minute.
Okay, and how much damage does he take? 6
6
points
radiant
of
damage.
radiant. Okay. And he kind of like looks at you guys kind of mad.
Kind of
Mad. And he says, I guess that you guys will not be taking the easy route. And he pulls 2 small wormy looking things out of his robe and throws them on the ground. and he is going to try and push past I almost called you Rowan for a second, Mac. and make a jump, a kind of like a jump. Actually, here. So let's try. You get an attack of opportunities. He can try and run by you. So make an attack roll to see if you can stop him from doing this action.
I rolled the 2. Plus,
Plus-
whatever it's plus, it's still less than 10.
Yeah, whatever it's plus, I still missed. Yeah, so he basically with what looks like superhuman speed, he glides right around you and makes this like incredible maneuver to jump straight down through this crevice. That is like it would hurt if if a normal person tried to make this jump, and he makes it fairly easily. And you guys see these 2 wormy looking things grow into 2 large winged serpents about 7 feet long. And one of them tries to chomp down at Mac because he's right there. Are we gonna for that's
I don't know
20,
what that is.
24 against your AC?
Yeah, okay, that is.
As this giant winged nope comes down.
I was looking over at my reactions, being like, fuck. Oh, wait, when can I use Uncanny Dodge?
That's during an attack.
Okay. So it doesn't work in this particular context.
Correct. I need to look at my photos on it. And that is 8 poison damage as it comes down and chomps you.
For opportunity to attack, when can I use that?
That is only when somebody is trying to run past you, or when someone right in front of you turns their back to run away.
And it doesn't have to be my turn to use that.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's like basically if the enemy ran by Mac,
Oh, I
So-
used it then.
so he got an opportunity
I
attack.
do have opportunity attack.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean
I didn't.
That is
I
an
didn't
opportunity
understand the
attack.
mechanic.
everybody you just use it. Like it's just a thing that happens.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
like,
that's
yeah.
not a thing. You
That's what that
have.
2 you
It's
roll.
just a thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like everyone gets opportunity attacks if it applies to that situation. Cool. And Laniver, you're up. As you see one of these 2 giant serpents just take a big bite out of Max Sternwood.
Okay. It doesn't have to be this way, I yelled to him. To the guy, main
Yep.
guy. Go.
Mhm.
He doesn't say anything.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he jumped down and ran.
Oh, fuck.
He
Sorry.
basically was like smoke bomb, but it's actually flying snakes, and
Uh,
then ran.
Okay, I changed my mind. Then I say, I've never seen anything like this. Mac was clearly terrified. And then I pull out my crossbow and shoot the crossbow.
All right, roll.
Solid. Mm-hmm. It's a big 15.
That's a hit.
Yeah, nice. Okay. And I get sneak attack.
Yeah,
They haven't taken a turn yet, so that means you get advantage, which means you have advantage on its AC attack.
fucking Britannic over here.
The Britannica of sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is 5 points, and then this is a 46. And 5, 24 points.
Perfect.
And I want it on record that I shoot the crossbow into the eye of the winged snake.
Okay. Are you okay? And it hits it right in the eye.
Great.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yes.
And it kind of like just goes
I say,
exactly. And
But without hands, because it doesn't.
yeah. Well, it has like wings. Yes.
yeah.
That's exactly what it does. And it kind of like wavers for a second. It kind of like, it drops down into reachable distance for the next attacker. And Susrana, you're up. As there is a giant crossbow bolt sticking out of one of the two snakes'
I'm
eyes.
going to shoot 2 arrows into the other snake that doesn't have any arrows, 1 in each eye,
Okay,
trying to blind it.
got it. He's like, I started something.
20.
That's a hit.
21.
That's definitely a hit. That's
More
even
of
more.
a hit.
That's even more hitty
And
than the
22.
20. Oh yeah, those are both hits.
So many hitty.
Much hitty.
It's like, actually, no, that one's not a hit.
21's good.
7 for each, so 14. And 1 in each eye.
That's a bust.
All right, yeah. So 14. You got 1 in each eye, and this thing doesn't have any eyes anymore.
So it's blind.
Too blind to see.
Yes, it is. It is not seeing very well right now.
It
Mac.
sees 2 arrows.
Yeah, it sees 2 giant arrows real close to its face.
Are you sure it's back?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm slow.
I
Only
actually thought it was your turn, Mark. Wasn't ready for this. I'm gonna use my short bow and aim for the one remaining eye in this situation.
All right.
Yeah.
We got a lot of bows in this party. Just tell me the number.
13.
That's a miss.
You calculated much too fast or long for that number.
Not good at math. All right, cool. I missed.
Yeah, so so this thing that still has one eye is able to see you, and it easily dodges your shot, Romulus.
I am going to use Misty Step to get in combat range because I don't think I can make an 8-foot jump. So that is one of my spells, and I will attack one of the snakes. Let's go one of the ones.
So are you doing it? So there's only the snake that Laniver hit is within melee range. The
That
other
is
one
the
is
one I'm
up.
going to go
Yep.
after with a melee attack,
Yep.
and I'll use my other action to move the cylinder of light that I cast last turn to the other snake.
Great. Let's make that attack roll.
The attack roll is going to be a whopping 10.
That's a miss.
All right. And then a con save for the other snake in the Pillar of Light.
10 or 8.
So it's going to take a full 2d10 damage, which
Guys-
is going to be 18 this time.
You guys want to share with the class?
Grids don't make friends.
Oh no, I'm doing the
Oh, knee
thing,
anything?
and
Yeah.
he's giving me the whole like the microphone can hear it.
I mean, I can hear it, so I assume the microphone can hear it.
Microphone hears everything.
So that's 2. You said that was 18 damage that it
18
took?
damage for the one that's still in the air.
That hurts. That hurts it.
Is he still in the air?
It's the precious.
And he is, and you hit him, and he's not dead, but you knock him straight on the floor.
And he's still in the
he's-
light, so
he
if he
is-
stays there, he'll take more damage again. So
So we can just forget about him. Yeah, but he's looking very hurt, and he is not flying anymore. He is not a flying nope. He looks very much non-threatening right now.
He's a regular nope.
And so the flying snake that still has one eye is none too happy about that, and it's gonna fly straight at Laniver. And
Wait, I thought he just.
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay, go on.
he missed one. And he is going to hit you for 17 against your AC.
Yup.
Things are really hurty in this one.
He's trying to kill us. We're also level 7.
yeah, we all have some hit points.
Yeah.
If we have con modifiers.
This will be the first damage I take.
You have so many hit points.
Get d10s. I'm a paladin.
Wow.
So that
Few more hit
is
points will be done.
14 damage.
Oh, and I'm dead.
Get any bonus
And now you're dead. Are you really dead?
No.
Oh. I was like,
He's
oh,
like,
fuck
did
yeah.
I do it? Did I kill
I was
him?
like, please,
yes,
please be
go.
dead soon. Yeah, and he just chomps on you for 14, and his like non-crossbow eye is like right next to your eye, and it's like looking you straight in the face, just like fuck you.
And I say, in that moment, I'd never looked so deep into my own soul. I could tell the bite was going to scar.
Nice.
I would like to think that you are like the only one in black and white out of all of us. Like, we're all in color, but you're in
You've
black
got like
and
a
white.
trench coat on for no reason.
Yeah, that's why I'm always misty stepping. That's why I'm like my whole movement is just like a series of very small misty steps.
Just a fog machine strapped to one of his legs.
and the second snake is
Oh wait, hold on. Can I take an action against that? A bonus action?
I don't know, can you?
A reaction?
A reaction rather, not a bonus action. Thank you. Stand by. See an attack. You can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. Uncanny dodge.
Okay. Have the attack's damage against you.
Neat, bro.
That's it's 6.
You said it took 14 damage.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
wait, that should make it 7.
14, sorry, yeah, 7. For some reason I was like, oh, 11. No, that's,
Oh, okay. I was like,
no, 14.
I'll
Yeah,
take
yeah,
6.
that's 7.
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Pay no attention to the man behind the screen unless he says something. Okay, the other snake is gonna go back up in the air and try to actually make a bite against Susrana. That is a 22.
No.
I'm rolling damage.
Don't care. Roll.
That is a 6.
Okay.
Sure.
It was a pretty low roll, unfortunately. Okay, Laniver.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll.
Didn't you just go?
It was a reaction.
No, it was a reaction.
Reaction.
Oh.
You got attacked. Yeah. Okay.
My hair does look really good in this light.
Okay.
You're looking at my side.
Say, you're welcome.
Uh,
You're not even in the
I'm-
light right now.
I'm not gonna hit, so it doesn't matter.
11, that's not a hit.
I rolled a 7.
7, that's even less of a hit.
Wait, no, that is.
Okay, that's all. Carry on.
Okay.
So actually, you know what? This is what I will do. Is since it's looking me in the eye, I'm just gonna grab its head and like scream.
Okay.
Like since it's like biting on me, I'm just gonna go. "Ah!" I yelled with all my might.
Okay. Susrana.
I am going to run. So we're still picturing that. Run over the one that's biting you, and stab it 2 times with my yip claw.
Okay. Make acrobatics check as you jump over the crevice.
Sure. It's gonna be a 22.
Oh yeah, you hop over that thing like it was nothing.
And then 2 attacks. Fuck. 14.
That is a.
I'm sorry, a 13. I was looking at the other one.
Oh, 13's a miss.
He has 1 eye. Does that mean he's? Do I have advantage?
Disadvantage, and I'm holding him down against me.
Do I have advantage?
You are holding him against you. Okay, yeah, you can have advantage. Fine. Lawyered.
Nat 20.
Let's get some wows in the
Excellent
chat
lawyer. Wows in the
for some
chat.
last minute critting.
That's one of them.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's roll the damage. Let's roll the attack on the
Next
second
one
one.
is a 21, not.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. So, what do I get for that 20?
So for the nat 20, you basically roll damage, then you roll an additional damage dice.
16 altogether.
16, and then that's with your both attacks.
Mhm.
That's a nice hit. So
And I'm going to use a key point.
for what?
2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, that's how many more damage is that?
6 bludgeoning.
6 bludgeoning, and you just go like, you're using the Yiklas, which are handheld weapons.
Those are
right?
the 2.
It goes to
strikes
the like
first.
hand spears.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you basically like shank this guy twice, and then
I
you,
only have 1, so it's more of a like.
Okay. Yeah. You hit him once, then you like give it a twirl, and then go down again, and then you're like, fuck this thing, then away, and just like give it 2
And
sucker punches.
I punch 1 in the eye. One
Yeah.
of the punches goes to the eye.
One of them should punch. Never mind.
Can I grab the eye and pull it out?
And then I take a bite out of the eye and go.
Yeah. Like some.
Intimidate him.
Yeah. So he's okay. So if you're gonna try and so he's gonna take.
With the 2 unarmed strikes, I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab the eye and then pull the eye out.
Okay. So with those, roll a strength check with advantage to try and pull this thing out. He's going to resist. Are you okay there, my dude?
I was laughing. At the same time, I had a hiccup.
I think someone needs to clip that one.
Yeah, that's not right.
Go for it. Oh, no, just the roster.
Oh.
That's for a saving throw.
Just 2. So 11, but I have advantage. So I get 1 more. Or does that,
Uh,
I don't know what you said.
You beat him.
Okay.
He rolled real bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just pull this poor animal's eyeball out of its socket, just like. And you now have like a snake eye, and the like weird
I
thing.
go, I'm gonna save this for later. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. So you.
So what's the weird thing?
Yeah.
The weird thing is that like you grab it, but like
Does
the
it turn
entrail like doesn't. It's not like it just like pulls out because like those things are stretchy, so it's like it's still attached to the snake, but you like have it out. But there's this like line that goes like back into its eye socket.
It's like bowling. It's like looking around, whooping out.
Yeah, and like
I drop it, and it's just now hanging.
yeah, it's just like.
And the snake just like flops around, just completely lost sense of orientation.
I'm gonna call PETA on you guys.
It's a snake. It doesn't count.
Okay, Mac, your turn. So there's one really hurt snake.
I go last.
Yeah.
One really hurt and one less hurt?
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, they're both pretty fucking hurt. One of them is really hurt with this giant silver light around it that is dealing it damage.
2 arrows out of its eyes.
And yeah, 2 arrows out of its eyes. And and the other one has 1 arrow in its eye, is still like, has its fucking mouth just, it's still biting Laniver, and the other eye is just like dangling out of the socket.
like over Laniver's shoulder.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the best
Well,
thing I've ever done.
my rapier. I am going to take my rapier and stab into that eye socket, specifically at an angle to sever the remaining connection.
Why?
Get it past the eyeball.
Yeah, it's definitely past the eyeball.
Cool. Plus, okay, 15.
That's a hit.
And then 1d8 plus 3.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Plus 4d6.
Always plus 46. Anyways,
Pretty
1d8
much.
plus 3. 3. So 3. 6. Plus 3. 9. Plus 2. 11. Plus 6. 17. Plus 5. 22.
Yeah, this you basically just stab this thing right through the eye socket into its brain, and it just goes limp and just like falls straight off of Laniver. And Romulus, there is 1 snake that is left,
Is this the one that's in the light?
and is the one that is in the light.
It can make a con save DC 15.
It's at the start of your turn, or the start of its turn.
Start.
Usually it's started its own turn.
I think it would be start of its turn.
Okay.
So then I won't roll that damage yet.
I'm
Is it on the
wait a
ground?
minute.
Can I attack it with my
Oh, yeah.
greatsword?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
great. Then I will take 2 swings at it. And I got a crit miss.
You will not be taking that second swing. Roll me a d6.
2.
Yeah, so you kind of like run up to it, and it manages to like whip you with its tail as it's like fucking just like floundering around on the ground and like really surprise you, and it like whips you for 2 damage.
All right.
And now it's going to make its con saving throw.
It succeeds. It takes half damage.
That is a 18.
So it succeeds and only takes 4 damage.
Okay. It's going to take 4 as it's looking real bad. And it is going to try and bite you because you are right there.
Bring it on.
And it's also going to move out of the radius of the light.
But still not give me an attack of opportunity.
No.
Okay.
You rolled a crit miss last
I
time.
know. That's 2 for tonight. Can I actually grab another beverage? Because I think I need a drink for that.
Well, yes. Yes, you do. Oh, that's a 8 against your AC.
That is a miss.
Okay, so he's gonna try and bite you, but because he only has 1 fucking eye, because you guys are so mean,
You gotta go for the
Everyone
weaknesses.
else, I've not hit anything in the eye.
because he only has 1 eye, he's going to miss. And Laniver, you are up.
Strangely, with all these eyeballs flying around, still not the weirdest place I've ever been. And I'm gonna run at the one that
Left.
Romulus is like near, and I'm going to swing at it with my short sword.
All right, hit me.
Do I get some kind of like cool fucking advantage for standing next to you?
You take half damage from spells. Neat.
As the snake casts.
Fireball.
Unnatural
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and I'm getting some sneak attacks on, so
That's
basically going to throw down 5d6. 3, 7, 10, 15, 20.
Per dunk.
Per dunk. Yeah, see how that worked out? Yeah. Does 20 damage kill it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I run up to it with the short sword and grab the arrow sticking out of its eye and just like
Just like railroad spike it?
yeah, no, not even, I just like cut the head off and then hold it up by the
By the arrow?
by the arrow.
Sticking
Yeah.
out of its eye.
And then
A snake lollipop.
And then I go, okay, now this is the weirdest place I've ever been. And then I throw the snake down and say,
Meanwhile, the two boys in the cage are just like,
Yeah, these guys are.
Entirely.
No idea what's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
one of, yeah. The guy. So okay, yeah. So you hold it up, and you guys are out of combat. Congratulations, you have killed the two flying nopes that have been thrown at you out of a pocket.
Pocket
okay.
nose.
I
And-
jump over to the cage.
Yep. And so as you walk up, you can see that one of the boys is sitting very still on a bench, unnaturally still, and the other boy is cowering in the back corner of the cage, and you can see that there is a small tube coming up from the grate below that has yellow liquid in it, and it comes up and is hooked over one of the spikes and is an IV that is into his arm.
In
The one that's like-
pacified one?
No,
And the one that's freaking out.
yes,
Oh.
the pacified one is standing very, very, very still, very, 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 very still.
Immediately,
But without a
getting-
tube of yellow stuff.
Immediately getting the tube of yellow stuff out of the boy's arm
Yes.
as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Because you said this cage is just a bunch of spikes coming out of the
Yes.
ground.
I am proficient in phlebotomy, so I'm just kidding.
oh, wow. I was like,
Phlebotomy tools.
I'm just kidding.
I was like,
Look at that. I
one,
see
I don't
it's
know
right
what
there.
that is. Two.
Phlebotomist is
phlebotomy is like the
people who draw
your
blood.
Okay.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a phlebotomist.
Yeah, they got sick flow.
Thanks, Mark.
Wow.
Okay. Why don't so you guys are going to reach your hand into the cage. What are you guys doing here?
What are these spikes made out of?
They are made out of rusty ass metal. These are
Is there like a
old.
door to the cage?
So there is no door. This so the floor is grated, and you can see them, and the spikes are coming up straight out of the floor
Mhm.
from in a square,
How did they
basically.
get in the cage?
Over the top?
They're going. The spikes
just like
basically
close,
kind of
okay.
end right at the ceiling.
I was like, I'm gonna jump over the spikes.
You can try. Tetanus time.
Take a tetanus check. Oh, 0.
Your mouth getting a little hard to move.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. What do you do?
Hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm checking out my spells, see if there's anything I can do to bust this cage open.
It's just real rusty, right? I'm just going to start hammering away because I literally have a hammer and a crowbar in my backpack. So I'm just going to start.
I'll take one of those.
I'm going to take a spike.
Yeah.
I'm handing him the hammer, definitely not the crowbar, and I'm just going to hammer away one of these spikes and try to bend it.
Yeah.
For a maximum of 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend this is a spell, and for 1 minute, I'm going to hack
Yeah.
at this guy.
Why don't you? So you're gonna need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
You get a +4 on that.
Oh, okay. 26.
Okay. And so as soon as you take that first swing, you feel like you okay?
Just flew right in my hand.
Oh, you feel like a jolt of electricity through your body, and you feel like it, has the potential to have flown you across the room. But you kind of like instead of like hammering it, you kind of like just nicked it with the spike before you actually hammered it. So you kind of just like feel this kind of jolt, and yeah, and again you kind of like pull your hand back, and you don't take any damage.
And I'm like, Mark, no!
Who's Mark?
Sorry. Romulus, no!
I'll hold.
Sorry, Wall.
Apologize into a cage.
Apologizing to the fourth wall.
Can the boys fit through the spikes? No.
The spikes are probably like this far
So
away.
we gotta,
This-
get
if
under,
they
we
could-
gotta get under the cage.
And-
so great.
and the boy, like when like you did that, he like is just like cowering and just like, please help me.
I look at him and be like, take the needle out of your arm.
He like looks at you and says, just like scared, just so scared when like you say that.
I
No
slap him.
cantrips.
Pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together.
I'm like, Major! Oh, you don't have any.
I try to be persuasive. I'm like, trust me, it's gonna be fine.
It
Pull it out of your arm.
hurts. It hurts so bad.
It's gonna hurt a lot more if you leave it in. The hurting will stop if you pull it out.
If this boy dies because we tell him to pull that out, I'm gonna cry.
But do it anyway.
Does he pull it out?
You want to? So, are you going to like really try and persuade this kid to pull this thing out of his arm?
Are you or am I?
I mean,
So, why don't you guys give me a perception check here before we go any further?
okay. All of us are just
Yeah, sure.
Does it have to be all of us?
Yeah, yes.
15.
Natural 1.
Again? Wow, you're blind. Oh my god. Okay.
14.
14?
Critical ones.
Have you both got natural ones?
15.
We're staring deeply into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
While
so,
saying things that sound like maybe it's a clue, but none of them are.
so with the 15, you can see that the boy that is sitting on the bench is actually stone.
Oh.
Is made of stone?
Is stone.
Oh.
You don't know if he was made of stone, if he was turned to stone, but he is stone.
Did he have one of those in his arm as well? I'm asking the boy.
He looks, he's like,
Was he always stone? How did he turn into stone?
I
It's okay.
don't know. I don't know. There's the man in black and yellow eyes. I don't know.
Oh,
Yo, eyes too?
he's stone. He's petrified. Petrificus tota. I'm just kidding.
We got a Medusa thing going on here. We got a
We got a basilisk thing going on here.
blindfold, everyone. It's time.
We should have been blind.
For the record, we do not do any of what we just said.
Yeah. Yep.
You say there's a grate on the
The bottom.
Yes.
cell. Does it seem like there's a hatch or anything?
There is no hatch. So let me kind of give you like the layout of the room again.
Yeah.
So you come in. There is there's the crevice that's halfway through the room. There's the cage, and then off to the right. Then off to the right and left of the cage, there are two doors that are both closed.
How do we get him out?
We might have to explore a little bit more to figure out how to get the cage open. Because I could get into the cage, but I couldn't get back out.
Just say, yeah, I can get into the cage, but couldn't get back out. Yeah. Can I cast like
God, I wish I
how
had
tall
spells.
how tall are the spikes?
So
To the roof, right?
Yeah, so they extend all the way up to the ceiling, which is about 15 feet.
That goes that.
Yep.
What were you thinking?
I was like, okay, well, I'll just cast rope trick and have him swing over
Oh yeah.
the
That's exactly what I was gonna.
yeah.
All right. Well.
Okay, I I
Well, the good news is we only have to save one of them.
No,
That's not good news.
the bad news is we can only save one of
There
them.
you go. That's what you meant.
Yeah.
The guy totally meant that.
sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ask the cage, will you please come down?
Wait, the cage doesn't move.
Okay.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, I will try to have a
He's like, make a
conversation with the
persuasion
boy
check.
who's freaking out. Get him to calm down a little bit and be like, we can help you get out if you can give us any information. How did you get locked in here?
Okay, roll. Is that a dice?
No, it's a pen. I was using it to scratch my back. Scratch my back.
No, I'll get you the pen though.
I'm gonna bear scratch in a second here if I don't get this.
Oh my god. Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
So it'd be a 12 plus 7, 19.
Okay. What's your question?
How did you get locked in this cage?
He looks at you and says, it just happened so fast. The man in black, he grabbed me and threw me in here, and these spikes came out of the floor. And I don't know, like you said, I don't think anyone can get in here except for the man in black. He's the only one who can reach through.
I look down in the crevice. What do you like? Do you see the floor down in there where he jumped? He jumped down in there, right?
Yep. Yeah. So there is a room about the same size down there, and there is a giant piece of machinery that is right below this boy.
I'm gonna jump down in the crevice. The room
Okay,
down there.
it's
Roughly how deep is this crevice?
It's okay.
It's about a 15-foot drop.
I'm not asking for you. I'm asking for me.
Yeah. I'm going to check one of the doors.
It's slow fall.
Yep.
I have slow fall. It says I can use my reaction when I fall to reduce any fall damage I take by 35.
Okay.
Like 35? A fixed number?
She ain't taking any damage from a 15-foot fall.
Did you want to check one of the doors?
Yeah, I want to check one of the doors.
Left door or right door?
Left.
Always go.
It is unlocked. But you are going down.
Well, you want to split the party or not?
Yeah.
Always.
100%.
All right.
Never split the
Yes.
party.
All right. I jumped down.
I'm gonna remember this.
I jumped down in the crevice.
I learned my lesson already.
I remember looking at Mac, giving him a nod.
Before jumping in the crevice myself.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding.
I remember giving Mac a nod, letting him know, follow me. And then I walk into. And, you can choose, obviously, to follow me. But and then I walk into the left room.
I have to
Lanver gave me some nod, and I have no idea what that meant, and then I jumped down the couch.
Okay.
You're very dumb.
Pastors has run up.
What are you doing?
I'm going to stand by until I hear some noise to figure out which direction I'm going to go.
Okay.
I hear two splats.
I'll go ahead and cross to the door that Landover goes through, though, so I can see what's happening in the room.
Okay. Why don't you both roll me acrobatic checks as you try and just jump into this room you have no idea what's at the bottom of?
And
Natural 20.
You serious?
Yes.
Fuck. God damn it. Okay.
Plus 7, plus 6.
It doesn't matter.
but I
Yeah, okay. You fucking do a ninja roll as you jump down there, and it's real fucking surprising for everyone because Mac Sherwood.
Sternwood, please. Sternwood.
Yeah, so you fucking ninja roll in there and it's rad, and you just float down because you have soft drop.
slow fall.
Soft drop.
Soft drop sounds like way worse than slow fall.
Picturing me just plummet, but I'm fine. Hers just
Yeah, pretty much. I think,
Feather just going.
yeah, I think that's exactly what happens. I think that you jump down and do this ninja roll basically to absorb the shock of the damp to absorb the fall.
Wicked Witch of the North.
Yeah, and she just
Good Witch, sorry, Good Witch of the North.
floats down, and it's fucking it's pretty rad.
Slow-mo superhero.
Almost superhero landing.
It was slow because she falls.
Yeah, and you basically you land in this room, and there is this huge like machine that has you. Not only does it have, it's basically kind of like a machine where it extends spikes through the floor, kind of like a trap, right? And it has the square of spikes that are extended, and there are the rest of the area of the cage has spikes that are not extended yet.
Oh,
And there is a giant, very, very thick gauge metal bar that is basically jamming this machine locked, and there's a giant padlock on it.
I would like to investigate how this works
Okay.
more thoroughly than that. 11.
What?
He had to subtract from his roll.
The like course of action, like of thought process that happened there. That was like,
No, that was. I hope that's above 10.
Yeah, so it's a spring loaded deal, and the only thing that's keeping that, what you can see is that what's keeping these boys alive is this bar that is jammed in the machine with this
Okay.
lock on it.
Yeah, let's leave that thing.
Is there any like?
I think we should leave this there.
Well,
He says to the.
thank you. You mean to me?
Yeah.
so just to.
Is there anything
almost called
that
you
looks
Barbara.
like it can make it reversible? Like to reverse the spikes? Down
So there is like kind of a crank on the side of the machine, but you kind of assume that you would have to like have it unlocked to be able to turn the crank.
You know how to pick locks?
I think I do. You double check. I do not.
What kit did you pick?
I picked. Kit. I picked.
Didn't you go assassin?
You get poisoner kit.
Yeah, I got the poisoner kit. Yeah.
But usually with rogue, you get either a lockpick kit or you get like in the beginning.
Oh, then I did something wrong if I didn't.
It could be
I
wrong.
certainly do not have one.
I mean, you can still make a lockpick check,
I'm
even
gonna-
if you don't have a
I'm
kit.
gonna
You
try.
just
So
won't
I
have
have
advantage.
these tools. Does that include a lockpick kit?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Small file set of lockpicks. Cool.
There
Yes.
you go.
Okay.
I'm not picking that lock.
We need to pick the lock. We don't fuck with the bar. We need to pick the lock.
The lock's what's keeping the bar from
No,
moving.
no.
The bar is keeping the gears from moving so more spikes don't shoot up.
Yeah, but the lock is what's keeping the
No,
bar in place.
the lock
No,
is-
I think that basically like you would have to slide the bar out, and so the lock is keeping the bar from sliding out. But there's nothing but as far as you can tell, as soon as this bar isn't there, the spikes are going to go up. There's
Right.
there's like something that's like maybe missing from this old piece of machinery. There's like maybe something that's not there. That's like another like a locking mechanism
Hmm.
that you would to lock the spikes in place to take this bar out.
For a moment, I'm going to leave that padlock.
Alright. Is there any other doors down there?
Yes, there is one door.
I go out the door.
Okay. All right, you guys go out the door, and we are going to go back upstairs to Lanover and Romulos.
Meanwhile, upstairs.
You guys go through the left or right door? Left door,
Left
right?
door.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
Except like sitting there
Uh,
crossing out whole rooms we've skipped. Just like,
No. You ain't skipping rooms. I can tell you that with certainty. You ain't gonna be skipping them. This room is bright, like really, 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 really bright. This is a large crystal hangs from the ceiling, just radiating the brightest light you could possibly imagine. Like it hurts your eyes to look at it bright. And as you kind of like walk in, shielding your eyes, you find a pedestal in the center of the room. And in that pedestal is a square indent. And in that indent is a yellow cube, much like the red cube that you guys picked up at Hackberry Station. Exactly like that, yes.
I'd never seen anything so bright. It was so bright it was hard to see what all the other details of the room. I noticed the pedestal. I thought to myself, that's familiar. And then I walk out of that room and go to the right door instead.
Oh.
So there is straight across. There is another door.
Ah.
Of that same room.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna walk across that room to the second door.
Romulus.
The chandelier is how high up? And that's what's emitting the light?
Crystal.
Crystal?
Yeah,
Oh,
crystal.
not another crystal.
Don't break it this time, guys. I think.
I mean, the guy who broke it's not here. Don't worry.
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
Yeah. It's hanging about 5 feet down, so it's about 10 feet up.
Okay.
And then there is that pedestal with that indentation, with that yellow cube in there.
I'm gonna go grab that cube.
Wait, do you have the red one?
I have the red one. Jones. Yeah, but I'm nervous. If I put a red one in, like fire will start emitting from it rather than light.
How else do you find out?
Yeah,
I'll go over to that pedestal and try and get that cube out.
Okay, yeah, you can easily grab the cube and just it's pitch black.
I have dark vision.
Great.
So that's good for me. Sorry.
We all do.
I do too.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Fucking elves.
Tiefling, thank you very much.
Hipster.
The lights go out, but
Once
nobody
I'm the one that
notices.
doesn't have dark vision.
Oh,
Half elf.
sorry.
I mean, elf the other one. I couldn't pick.
I know.
him.
But yeah, so you pull that yellow cube, and not only and I will say that as you guys are in that room, kind of going around, all the lights go off in the room that you guys are into.
Weird machinery.
Whoever did that, put it back.
Nope.
Echo.
So yeah, so it's just.
Oh yeah, because we're split up technically, right? I've walked to the next room.
So I mean, do you follow him?
I mean, I'll happily
Please.
follow him on. I'll definitely follow him after I pick up the cube.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we have to go through that room.
Mm-hmm.
I have a torch and stuff in my bag, so I'm just gonna.
It's just very, very startling for you guys because like you guys don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Like this, it just went instantly like dark. Like torches went out, everything just went dark.
I say, I turn to Romulan and I say, I remember telling Romulan, man. I remember telling Romulus to turn the lights back on.
No, that was the first time you did it.
Huh?
You said you remember telling me to turn the lights back on.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
I
the
see.
first time you did it.
He always had a weird way of answering.
I'll put the red cube back in.
You put the red cube in?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens right now.
I'll take out the red cube and I'll put back the yellow cube.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
The lights snap back on.
Great.
Okay, I walk through the following door.
Okay, so you guys are, as you walk through the door, it's unlocked. The rats inside the room shriek when they hear the door open. The room is pretty dimly lit, but brighter than it was a second ago when the cube was not in the.
Are we all together now?
No.
Cool.
You guys are on the floor below. And they have not gotten there yet.
And we're at the staircase.
Uh,
Full of rats.
And the room is dimly lit except for an ornate mirror hanging from a wire on the wall. The mirror is about 2 feet across. It's round. It's about 4 feet across. And above it is an inscription that says, "We always felt safer in front of the mirror." And we go back downstairs.
Whatever that is not Oculus.
I slapped the mirror.
Get a hold of yourself.
hold of yourself.
Get a hold of yourself.
And we're walking into the doorway.
Okay. So you guys are walking into the doorway.
Sorry, we got the thingamajig that's below the spike cage. We're going to the doorway. Okay. Sorry. What's the rest of this room look like? Because I don't think we've really asked that question.
So it's pretty unassuming. It's very obvious that this place used to be a prison.
Okay.
And
to be them.
what's up? Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's better actually. So it's very obvious that this place used to be a prison. And as you go through the door, you come to some steps.
Down or up?
Up. Sorry. I'm like, what do you mean? I can see it in my head just fine.
We go up the steps.
Okay.
Go upstairs, yeah.
And as you get up the steps, you I love that you're always your first reaction.
Okay.
Never talk, only fight. As you come up the steps, you come to a laboratory. And it's what looks like a laboratory anyway. It opens up, there are beakers, vials, test equipment. They're strewn over a bunch of hastily made desks. And at the center, there is a platform with a giant yellow streak that is leading off of it.
The smoke.
And it smells
Vinegar?
smells of vinegar.
Huh.
And there is a broken vial down on the platform too, with a pool of yellow liquid. And there's also a line that you see now running across the floor from some type of pump mechanism that has a big vat of this yellow liquid. And the line runs back into the room with the machinery. And you kind of assume that it's that IV line.
Snap. So there's an open vat of this liquid?
It has a cap on it, but yeah.
Oh.
There.
I was going to piss.
No, that came out of nowhere.
You know, to
Worth a
counteract
try.
the vinegar smell.
Yep.
And then you said there's a line going up to where
It's you assume that it's the IV line that's going into the boy.
I'm gonna snap it.
Or that, yeah.
I'm gonna cut it.
Okay.
I was going to do basically the same thing.
You were gonna pee in it.
It's not
You were gonna
the
pee
same.
into the little boy's bloodstream.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think that one through. Not going to lie.
Lucky may not be
Disconnected.
here, but his snap decisions are.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna cut the line.
Okay. As you cut the line, you hear a shriek.
I killed him.
Do we hear it too?
Yeah, it's a piercing shriek. And then it echoes through the halls and is silent.
Is it a little boy's shriek or is it someone else's shriek?
It's
I run back to the kids.
It's a pretty high.
I double back to the cage.
Yeah.
It's one of the kids. It's the only kid who's not stuck.
And
He's stone.
He's
He is made of stone.
and
He's being a bat. He's calling kids stone.
and you run back, and there's nobody in the cage anymore.
Oh. How are them spikes doing? Like the rest of the spikes.
The spikes are still there. Roll me an investigation check.
20.
You see some yellow liquid in between two of the spikes.
Ah, fuck. So do I have to roll another investigation to see if there's a pile of skin?
There, there is no pile of skin.
Worth asking.
Yeah.
So it's just in between like two of the outer spikes. There's no spikes in the center.
Yeah, those spikes in the center didn't. So
Sorry, just to clarify, we went up the stairs. We're back on the floor that has the spike cage.
Well,
Sorry. Yeah, I realized.
I'm still in the laboratory.
Yeah, you guys are down. Sorry, for some reason I thought you were back. with
we
him.
don't see this thing.
Yeah.
No. I'm the only one who sees the.
Yeah,
Yeah, we both book it back to the kids,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
what we see.
yeah, exactly.
Investigation check this.
Okay. And what else do I see in the lab? No.
And in the lab, there are a bunch of books that are kind of strewn over with titles that read. Book one is The Great Book of Basilisk and Why They Hate the Light. Another book is another book is The Anatomy of a Snake. Another book is Rewriting Reptile Genetic Code. Another book is Taming Your Inner Hiss.
I pick up Taming Your Inner Hiss. You know.
Inspiration
up
from
the
board game
anatomy
night,
one.
Sep.
What's up?
I said inspiration from board game night.
Really? What?
Never mind.
Oh. My inspiration comes from my heart.
Ah, yes.
Which is full of snakes.
Yeah. This week it was full of snakes, yes.
I pick up and rapid read The Anatomy of a Snake, or whatever that second book was.
Yeah, snakes have organs.
Snakes have organs.
Good news, guys. It's got organs. That means we can kill it.
I pick up Rewriting the Genetic Code and see if there's anything.
Yeah, I mean it's just really just it's obvious that somebody down here was researching like snakes and snake biohacking. Like that's what was going on here. And there was a platform that has a giant like yellow splotch and a dropped vial. And then the vial is pooled.
I'm gonna take one of the empty beakers, fill it full of the yellow stuff, and put it in my bag.
Okay. You have a beaker full of the yellow stuff.
Gross.
You wanted to pee in it. It's less gross than what it would be.
So upstairs, the room that had the mirror, was there any other doorway in there, or are we just now back to the?
There is a doorway, and it is unlocked. Look at that. So you guys are still. Do you guys go back in there?
Yeah. Was the boy that was made of stone still in there, or?
Yes. Okay. He is very much still there.
He's not moving.
No.
I go pick him up, carry him to Caroline, and be like, "Well, I got one of them."
He's still in the cage. We can't get into.
See ya.
You still can't get in the cage.
Is there any?
Sorry.
I bring up the
thought
book
earlier
about-
you had said both of them were gone, but
No, just
the one that isn't stone is gone now.
I
Correct.
take
Okay.
out the book about basilisks and see if there's anything about reversing petrified people from.
Stoniness.
why don't you roll me some insight? It's like all like science jargon. So let's see if your cop brain can take care of it.
21.
21? Yeah. So there's
I pull out my lab coat.
yeah. You find a lab coat in your pocket. No, but there is definitely like it says that there's some mythical serum that has been developed once that has one time been able to unpetrify someone.
A recipe?
There's not a recipe, but but the serum exists, and it also looks like that page has been like bookmarked.
Is there any other like physical description of what the serum? Nothing.
But it looks like that somebody has been looking at it very recently.
Ask if there are any missing pages, and if they're blue or red.
Throwback to yesterday.
You and I was like, dude, what do you do? Why are you Oh.
I'm gonna shove that book in my backpack.
Okay.
Putting everything in the backpack.
Yep.
Everything in the bag.
This is a thinker.
So they're not back up, right?
No, I'm in the
Yeah,
lab.
they're still downstairs.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're not in.
So you guys went upstairs. You're in a lab. You haven't met up yet. You guys, there is a door.
Yeah. So we're still walking through the rooms, right? We've gone through the cube room that
Yep.
turns on and off the lights.
You gone
And
to
then
the mirror
with-
room.
Yeah, the room with the mirror. And then there's another door through there.
Yep.
What's
Okay.
in there?
Walk through there.
And you guys burst open the door, and you're now face to face with your friends.
I yell, if the lights are out, we can't turn to stone.
We can use the mirror as a shield, I said confidently, not knowing the truth.
It's not a bad idea, though.
How is the mirror attached to the
Wire.
wire?
Do you try and take it off the wall?
I'll hold on to the mirror and have someone else try and cut the wire. So I'm not just gonna like cut the wire and let it like drop. Yeah, let's get it down. Smash.
I'm like, you got that? And then I throw my dagger expertly at the wire. Expertly.
Give me a roll just because I think this is going to be funny when you miss.
It's a 17. What am I
No, you're
working
fine.
with here?
You're fine.
Just in case that natural one came up
Yeah.
and went straight
Yeah.
into the mirror.
Yeah. So you snap it. The mirror comes down. It's a little bit heavier than you thought. It's got an all metal frame, but it feels like a mirror. Nothing crazy happens when you pull it off the hinge.
Yeah.
I walk up to the frame and scratch the frame, the all metal frame, with my knife a little bit to see what kind of metal it's made out of. You want me to roll an investigation on that one?
No, it's made out of frame metal.
Okay, it's not silver.
It's not valuable.
I told them about the missing part in the machine downstairs with the spikes. But now it's kind of irrelevant. The stone boy's still in there.
Well, and also there's still the other door on the opposite side of the cells that we haven't walked into.
Yeah.
The one that was was locked.
Locked
when you
doors
guys-
never stopped us before.
When you guys went downstairs, were there any other pathways for you to go?
No, it was just the one door.
So where did the guy in the robes go if he went downstairs?
Into that locked door?
Well, there's a locked door down there.
No, not down. Like,
There's a locked door upstairs.
But we had the guy in the robes jump downstairs at the start of combat.
if
It's a
he
fair
can,
point.
he
Where did that
speaks in
motherfucker
hisses.
go?
He can do whatever he wants.
I don't think that's how that works.
He also went. The little boy's also missing. So
Yes, we let you know that the little boy is missing after this shriek.
I'm gonna go out and go to the right door.
Okay.
Is it locked? I don't think you ever told us that it was locked.
So that door is locked.
Okay, can I pick the lock?
You can absolutely make a lockpick check.
Okay.
Now I have a giant mirror. You said it's 4
4
feet.
4
diameter?
feet. It's this big.
What's this lock's AC?
Well, yeah. What is a lockpick check?
I believe you roll
There.
sleight of hand, and if you have proficiency with lockpick tools, then you get advantage on it.
You get advantage.
I don't think I do.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have proficiency with lockpick tools.
Oh.
Learning costs no extra movement, keen senses, fast trance, elf weapon training, face step.
All right.
Nope, sleight of hand. It's just straight up sleight of hand. Yeah, 11.
You kind of jam your lockpick in there, and you get the door open, and you kind of like hear it kind of click open, and you then hear some scuffling on the other side of the
I'm
door.
gonna kick the door.
Really?
Now that it's open, yeah, kick it. Just
Okay.
Okay, roll an attack plus strength to see how far in you can kick this door.
Not very far.
Is it like a 3?
Do I get a plus anything?
Add your strength.
Do I get a plus anything from you since I'm next
Nope.
to you? It was a 3, so 5.
It's like, I can't help you with this. I want to, but I can't.
5.
Yeah, so you kick this door in.
And it just swings open.
Yeah,
slowly.
and it just goes and you see you see the man in black kneeled over the body of this boy who looks a little bit thinner, a little bit longer than normal. But he's still got arms. And you can see that this boy is his eyes are starting to turn yellow. And the man in black kind of looks up at you guys and says, "You are meddling. This has happened too fast. Why, I said you were going to meddle. This boy's life is in danger now. I cannot let you do this anymore." And let's roll initiative as he turns around and brandishes a big sword.
Oh, now
I do
can
not roll initiative. I bolt.
What a team player!
21.
11.
Gonna go last.
Okay, let me-
5.
I'm not ready yet. Mac,
11.
Cisrana,
21.
Romulos,
12.
Laniver.
5.
All right.
There we go.
This guy has a character sheet.
We're in a lot of trouble now. I just keep waiting for us to like enter a room and Zep's like, roll initiative. We each roll, and then he's like, fight.
Roll.
No, then he's just like, roll, 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 roll. We're like, how many guys are in this room? He's like, hang on, roll, roll, roll.
Meanwhile, he's like,
Oh,
one of these.
And Cisrana, you are up.
Okay. So first, I am going to do 2 attacks. Both with the hand sword. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
Ham?
Yes.
Just a big old ham.
Big old ham.
Sweet.
What?
Exactly like
I'm just thinking about what I want to
15.
try.
That is a hit.
Okay. A 13.
That is a hit.
Oh. So I hit with both, and I'm also going to use Stunning Strike. When you hit with a melee weapon, I can use 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of my next turn if it fails on a saving throw.
What kind of saving throw?
Constitution saving throw. So I can add anything to that?
No,
It's already done the math.
I'm rolling that. That's a 10.
DC 13.
Fuck.
So he's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Fuck. He's got stunned to shit.
And he's going to take 14 piercing damage.
Okay, and he's taken 14 piercing damage, and he is stunned until the end of your next turn. Romulus, this guy is stunned on the ground.
He's on the ground.
He is stunned.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna run up and give him 2 attacks with my greatsword.
If you miss him.
Since he's on the ground, I assume I get advantage.
Yeah.
Attacks against have advantage.
Okay.
Was that a crit 1?
Not when I have advantage, it isn't.
What do you...
Because you get to roll 2 dice and take the higher of the 2 results.
He's like, wait a minute.
Zep's like, a crit is a crit.
I'm curious, actually.
I don't think we've ever really read into that before, actually. I think a crit is a crit.
I disagree.
No, it's no. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Bullet dodged.
So,
So that'll be a
Bullet
14 on the first one.
that's very much a hit.
And the second attack will be a 21.
Oh, and you're making melee attacks.
Correct.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, you're good.
Advantage
Okay.
removed.
No.
And you're dead.
I will go ahead and expend a spell slot for my divine.
Divine strike.
Yeah, divine strike. So I get to add 2d10.
I played a paladin in the one game where I was actually not a DM, and I remember I loved Divine Strike. he really hated Divine Strike. he was DMing.
Fucking right.
And I get you roll any dice with a 1 or 2 from Heavy Weapon Mastery.
Yep.
So that's 11 plus 8, 17 plus 2, 19 from the first attack.
Okay.
You guys don't.
Oh, no, I'm good. Actually, it's probably on me.
And 7 from the second attack.
So 26 total.
26 total.
That's actually way less than I thought it was going to be.
I rolled really bad.
Yeah, I can tell that. Mac.
Oh, okay. Bust out my short bow, and I shoot it at them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
The lizard king.
Sneakily.
with sneak attack.
It's like,
Sneakily.
I mean, it's and you have advantage because it's stunned.
Yep.
All attacks have advantage.
Cool. Really? All right. Well,
What?
7.
You with advantage?
Short bow. 13.
I have an
Oh,
idea.
sorry. 13.
That's a hit.
But I rolled this.
Can I? Okay. I'm gonna tell you my idea since your turn's next.
I don't want to hear your idea.
It's still
Sure you don't?
All right, cool.
Because I have
So
an idea that I want to
5d6.
see if I can do.
Well, I'm gonna tell my character's gonna tell the idea no matter what.
2, 4,
Okay. I accept.
9,
But I have an idea that I really want to try.
13, 19 plus 3 is 22.
22 damage. Okay. Yeah, so you crank this thing for 22 damage with the short bow. He's on the ground. He's hurting. He's stunned. You guys are like killing him in cold blood right now. He hasn't even done anything to you yet. Okay.
You pulled out
Another bugbear.
I'm gonna
Kidnap
yell.
2 boys.
I'm gonna yell at you.
We assume.
Use the mirror and pull off his hood so he sees himself.
Oh, fuck. That's a story impacting idea.
Yeah.
We don't do those.
Nestor's like, man, I had a cool fight move.
I had a cool fight move.
Then do the cool fight move and I'll do it.
No. Okay. Yeah, no, if I do my cool fight move, you're not going to do it.
Cool fight.
Do the cool fight move.
He's like, it involves shattering the mirror.
No. I'm going to. He's stunned, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to walk up to him
100% stunned.
and cast rope trick underneath him so he falls into the portal, into the other like plane.
Okay, well, let me let me just verify rope trick.
I don't feel like that works.
Really?
I mean,
This is obviously Zep's call, but rope trick, the whole thing is that like
anime
the rope comes out of the sky and you climb it into the next dimension.
Not according to this card. It says you touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground.
yes. So
You're throwing him up.
You have rope.
so
creates
it's
the
basically the rope. So the hole is up high.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just say then that.
So he took the rope and just went
It's-
down with it instead.
No, but like, where does the hole come from?
Midair.
Oh, it's midair. It's like a planar.
Yeah,
portal.
it's a magic portal that opens.
Doesn't it just make a rope stand up on its
No.
end?
No, it's a rope that you climb into
An
another
invisible
plane.
entrance opens to an extra dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The extra dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or smaller creatures. The rope can be pulled into the space, making the rope disappear from view.
8 of us last game, and you took 2 and left 2 of us down
This is the
there
kind of
to
thing that carries
die?
over to the next game. Yep, that's exactly what happened. There was a giant spike trap, and he took 2 instead of the whole party.
favorite.
Fucking kidding.
Attacks and spells can't
Ooh.
cross through the
Wait
entrance.
till Lucky hears him. Oh no, me and you were left in there.
Okay, so yeah, so you can basically what's going to happen is that this rope is going to one end of the rope rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. So basically, there is now an invisible portal in the ceiling and a rope hanging down from it.
What?
You can't like make the hole in the ground.
Right.
Yeah,
All right, I take this
you
back.
you can amend this after like not knowing what this. Yeah, now that you know exactly the
I amend
verbiage.
this.
Okay,
I
I'm going to take the mirror and put it in his
I
face.
look at Cicerana and I say, I'd never heard an idea so good. I knew I had to try. And I grab the mirror from
My back.
because is it on you? Okay, I say
Yeah,
front of this is back. And I run up to this stunned guy and I like hold him up by the head and put the mirror in front of him. Bam.
All while not looking at his eyes, right?
And then I
Smash
stare
his head
intently
into the
into
mirror.
his eyes.
No.
Just punisher him and just smash
As-
his head into the mirror.
So
over and over.
he's going to take 48 damage from looking at his ugly mug. As
No,
Rope
not
trick, am I
spell.
right?
My idea.
So much rope trick.
Yeah. Did you know that
As-
you could take 8 people into another dimension through a portal
I did.
instead of 3?
I totally knew that. Yeah.
and he left you guys there for 45 minutes with spikes, all right, an inch away from your face.
Character building.
Character building.
Okay.
Shit that rolls over to the next game.
Yep. Straight
The
up.
next campaign.
And Cicerana, we are back to you as this guy is just stunned and it was just like convulsing on the ground while this mirror was in front of his face.
I'm gonna do it again. No.
I mean, surely it's not only good for one use, right? Just like, you know,
He's stunned. Yeah.
Looking at it.
Yeah, he's yeah.
He's like waterboarding. What? Got anything to say now? He's like, I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Fuck it. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
And after my turn, he'll become unstunned, so he'll be looking at the mirror, not stunned.
Okay.
Go ahead. Roll.
no, he's
No,
not.
he's
I realized you had that fine grain control.
What?
Bitter over there.
I'm fair. Okay.
He wrote this in.
Yeah.
And by fair, he means he really wants to be like, no, fuck you. But he's not.
Yeah, and so he looks at the mirror for 28 more damage as he's just like convulsing on the fucking floor, helpless. And it is now his turn. And he is going to, as soon as he comes to, he is going to try. Who's holding the mirror? You're holding the mirror. He is going to try and he's going to do a strength contest against you to get that mirror out of his
What does he
fucking
look like?
face.
Also, 'Cause we're not looking at his
He's
eyes.
robed.
Right, because we're not looking at it. Yeah, what does he look?
He's a hooded figure.
Yeah,
But we don't know what he looks
He's
like.
he's got black robes on, and I assume that you're not looking him straight in the
No.
face.
No. No.
And so
Straight in the what?
yeah, and he is going to make a strength contest with you, Susrana, to try and get that mirror out of his
Oh.
fucking face.
I roll.
Strength.
Roll
Yep.
Roll an extra strength.
I don't think I've ever had to do this in another one. 15.
Okay. So that mirror, he does not throw you off. However, he covers his eyes. You are still on him. The mirror is in his face, and he is going to cast a spell. What is he going to cast?
And we're pretty much all around him right now. You're range because you shot. Correct?
I mean, I'm right next to him.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes.
But with two of us next to him.
I must be right next to him as well because I
So
originally
the
took the
three of
mirror
us,
from
since
you.
you're within 10 feet of me, will take half damage from any spell that hits us.
Okay, he is going to cast Stinking Cloud.
Ew.
He is going to create a 20-foot radius sphere of yellow nauseating gas.
Oh, thank God.
Because you're more than 20
Because I'm 60 feet back.
I use dash to get away.
This
that
is
might
he's
work, actually.
And each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against the poison. On a failed save, the creature spends its action on that turn retching and reeling. Okay, yeah. So he is going to cast this in an attempt to.
So he's gonna fart at us, basically.
Yeah, he is farting at you, and it's a Reesty one.
And it's yellow.
Yep, and it's yellow.
He needs to see the fantasy
Let's
doctor.
see it.
Yeah.
Can get that checked.
And Romulos, it is your turn. Did you attack him? You did. No.
I did attack him last turn, so I'm
Okay,
in melee
so,
combat.
yep.
I am in the cloud.
Yes. So you must make. So
Constitution?
it is a Constitution saving throw.
12.
You are retching and reeling.
I'm retching and reeling. What does that actually mean?
That is your action.
That's my action.
Yep. So creatures that do not need to breathe are immune, or are immune to poison. Are you immune to poison because of your thing?
I am immune to disease. I'm not immune to poison.
This is poison.
Interesting idea.
Yep. And
In time.
okay, yeah, but yeah, you are retching and reeling if you're not immune to poison, and that is your action.
Am I able to move out of the cloud, or do I just stand there vomiting all over myself?
On a failed save, the creature spends its action that turn retching and reeling.
I will retch and reel some more.
Yeah.
That's
It's not retching and reeling toward away.
I'll give you 5 feet. Mac.
Okay, so I bust out my flask of oil that I have in my pack, and I splatter it all over. It's a dude, not a snake, right? It's a hooded figure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Anyways, all of the hooded figure, and then I bust out my tinderbox, and I light up 5 matches and just throw them at him.
Okay.
On top of that, because
Listening.
neither of those count as my attack action, I then use my.
I'm going to argue that that would be your action,
All right,
like
so
spreading
try.
oil, because this is 6 seconds, right? This is a vine, like.
You might as well let's go.
And you have to run 60
Yeah.
feet into a cloud of gaseous parts.
Yeah. Basically, if you want to run into this cloud, you're going to have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Or are you going to try and throw it from 20 feet away?
Actually, you know what? It's a flask. I'm going to say the flask is glass. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm throwing this
Okay.
flask
Yeah. Let's say.
60 feet to north. Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! I'm making a Molotov.
Okay.
cocktail.
Just so everybody's clear, you guys are there.
You're all directly next to the guy he's throwing.
Let's say, like, are you right next to him too?
I was going to use a bonus action to get away from this.
This table gives you ideas to say, fuck it.
I was going to use a bonus action to use cunning action to get
We'll
away.
go back to the Constitution saving throw. Me
Oh my
running into the cloud.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
I run into the cloud.
So that way he can also be next to the Molotov
Yeah.
cocktail.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm
before
gonna
you go any further, make me a Constitution saving
So
throw.
where is this little boy in all this? Is he just
He's
sitting
retching
here
and
like-
reeling. as a half-standing person.
He's like behind him. What is that?
Oh, what did the
Fine.
inscription say on the mirror? That was one thing I wanted to ask on my turn.
The mirror. It was
We're safe when we're next to the mirror or something like that?
We always felt safest next to the mirror.
Yeah, we always felt safest looking at the mirror, looking in the mirror. Something
we
like that.
always felt safer in front of the mirror.
in front of the mirror.
Um,
Anyway, so my whole day is.
yeah. Okay. Okay. As soon as you get to this gas, you just realize this was a fucking awful idea. As you just start retching and reeling on the ground as soon as you get to this
And
gas.
that's that. All right, cool. Blew it.
That was like a fucking wave of emotions. Like all of your actions were just
Yeah.
like, ah.
Okay.
Fire.
Thought I had a cool idea. Didn't.
I believe it's your turn.
Yep.
You will get a
I'm
plus
going to
40
just
to
cast Misty Step.
I think you have to see if you retch. or
Yeah.
reel.
So at the
Because
beginning.
I'm already in the gas.
Yes. So at the beginning of your turn, you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, if that's the case, and
Yeah. Well,
if I fail, I'm
we'll
not
just start.
casting,
Yeah.
right?
If you fail, you don't have any
you
more
do
action.
get a bonus plus 4 since you're.
Is that a critical miss?
No.
No, that's a 7 out of 1.
Oh,
What?
But he
You
also
get a plus 4 to your con save. For being-
10.
that's a miss. So you are retching and reeling.
Even if I save, I'm gonna be throwing up because all of you are around me.
Yeah. So it is now hooded guy's turn, and he is going to again try and you went yet? No. Oh, your turn. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I do the Constitution saving throw first.
Yep,
Right?
please.
14.
That's a miss.
Fuck.
Is that a +4 from?
No, 18.
Oh, then you have 6. You are not retching and reeling, but all of the rest of your friends are just like puking on the ground because of this nauseous fart.
While they're doing that,
Last time I remember a night like this was at the academy.
Sciences?
The police academy.
The Fantasy Academy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick out the flask. No, because he just did a. That won't work. I'm just gonna throw the yellow stuff on him, but I don't think that'll work since he just farted yellow stuff everywhere.
He really likes yellow.
I think he's made of it.
Do what you feel's best.
I know what I feel is best.
Rope trick him.
Nitsa really wants that rope trick to work.
It could get out of the cloud.
Cloud
that
does
would
nothing
work,
to
actually.
me.
Except you'd have to do the Constitution saving
Okay,
throw first.
I'm just gonna hit him
so-
twice with the claw and use Fury of Blows. Yes. This for the 2 attacks.
Wait, did you save?
I did. That's gonna be a critical miss for the first one.
You can just stop rolling right now. That's a critical miss in your attack. Let's get some wows in the chat. Wow.
I get 2 attacks. Do I get to do my other one?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. Why don't you roll me a d6?
Oh.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah. So you kind of like reel back and to hit him, and you actually fall off of him as he's like trying to like get back up and get this mirror off. So you are no longer on top of him holding this mirror.
Oh, I didn't know I was on top of him holding the mirror. I assumed I was.
You're forcing him to look.
Yeah.
I assumed I was off of him since he fucking casted the stink bomb.
Oh no, that just like went.
Oh, I thought he was.
And it is now going to be his turn. He is going to get up, and he is going to try and grab that vial from you.
Inside my backpack.
Yes, that is inside your backpack. He is going to try and get it from you. Critical miss. So this is got some critty boys here.
Some wow.
Get the wows and shit.
Yeah, get some wows.
Oh. Wows
and
for the DM.
Yeah, wows for me. It's not often that you get to do this. Yeah, so he kind of like makes a grab for your backpack, and he shouts. He says, "Do you have some of the serum from the lab? It's the only thing that can save him." And then he's going to turn away from you and run out of the cloud at Mac and try and smack you with this giant fucking
since he
sword.
runs past me, can I use opportunity attack on him?
You can use opportunity attack because you are not retching on the ground right now.
Can I, instead of attacking him, I can't like have the boy drink the.
Yeah, this is just like an attack.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot a dart at his ankle to try to trip him.
All right, roll to trip.
What?
I'm gonna use that one next time.
I got one less than what I was. 8
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss. So you basically shoot this dart, and he's probably a little hard to see because of the nauseous fart that's in the that's in the air. and he's going to run up and smack you with this sword.
Come at me, bro.
He gonna whack you.
But not cut you. He's just gonna like lay it flat and
just like a smack you with the
But it's
blunt
gonna do no
of
damage.
it. Yeah, so that's a 22 against your AC.
That's it.
That's not straight. Fuck. So that is 16 damage.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
As he like just brings this sword just straight down on you and just like into your shoulder.
Dude, I'm down to the hit points of my other character.
oh, weird.
And this thing hurts. And also give me a Constitution saving throw. Eight. And roll me a 1d4.
Let's get those ready. 1d4.
4.
And take 4 more damage as you feel a splitting pain emanate from this wound as you are now poisoned.
Fantastic.
And that means you have disadvantage for all attack and ability checks.
Sure.
Ouchie.
Great. Is it my turn yet?
It is Romulus's turn.
Is the cloud still in effect?
Let me check. Let's see how long it goes.
1 hour. Like,
1 hour, parentheses, real time.
It disperses after it's up to 1 minute.
So that'd be 10 rounds. All right, let's make that save.
Sick saving catch.
That would be 17.
That is a good to go. And it also it says that you can a strong wind can disperse this as well.
So if you fart back,
Afterburners, man. Afterburners, crank them.
I will go ahead and let's see if I can create a strong wind. I'll cast Thunderous Smite. So my next melee weapon attack will ring with thunder for 300 feet around me. It's probably just sound, but let's see what happens. And I will go to attack the cloaked man twice.
Okay.
That will be a 22
That's a hit.
and a 20.
Yeah, those are big hits for sure.
So this first attack is going to have the thunder damage on it, which will be 46. So that's 11, 14. I can reroll 1s and 2s. So that's 18. That's 20 damage on the first hit.
You can re-roll 1s and 2s?
That
was weird.
Welcome to Paladin.
Welcome to Paladin.
Yeah.
Greater 2-weapon fighting.
They're
both of us too long to process.
either, I forgot.
that was weird.
One of my
That
one-shot
was
characters
weird.
had that also. I don't know what it was.
So yeah, that first hit was for...
So you can wait. You can reroll 1s and 2 damages.
Yes. When I'm using a two-handed weapon.
That's sick. That's sick.
If someone doesn't clip that, I just added a marker so I can go back and clip it.
And then I also get
One more is going half
14
paladin
damage.
and just level up.
Dude, right?
14 damage on the second attack.
So that's
Class
34
motherfucker.
damage.
Yeah.
You swear, how much damage?
38.
30,
24 and
38.
14.
Yeah, that's a big hit, and you for sure with that much fucking damage, that big of a hit, you definitely fucking make a giant fucking like psh, thunderous clap, and this cloud is gone as you knock this guy for 38 damage, and
He also must make a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away and be knocked prone.
Doesn't feel so good now, does it?
it feels like shit. 15.
15 makes it.
Yes. This is what it's like being a character in my game.
All the crit ones.
Yeah, so he makes it, but he's starting to look a little bit bloody.
Oh.
And
After the 80 odd damage from the mirror.
Yeah, and Mac, it's your turn, and you can see that the boy is throughout this fight, he started to look less boy-like and a little more snake-like.
Yeah, I knew he was a lost cause.
He's not a lost cause.
He's definitely not full snake.
The cloaked guy did claim that the yellow goop would heal him.
Yep.
Can I pull the goop out and just have it in my hand?
Pretty sure that his idea of healing is now
Is making him a snake. But he's also currently already becoming a snake.
I don't know. I have a
Do you think we're attacking a good guy the whole time?
All right, well,
we are?
here's my logic. I don't have the goop,
Yeah.
so all I can really do is attack. That's what I just wanted to do.
I'm gonna attack the boy.
Okay. Remember that you are poisoned, so you are at a disadvantage
Oh, fuck. Right, all right.
on
Well,
attacks.
Then I guess I better pick a good one. I'm gonna attack him with the rapier.
Okay.
God, I wish that was a good roll. All right, so I'm at disadvantage, right? So let me just roll real quick and see if I get a worse one.
Was that a 2?
It's a 10. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with 10.
What's the rapier is plus what?
sorry. Plus 6 or 16.
That's a hit.
I hit him. Rapier is 1 plus
Oh, yeah?
8. That one's 8.
Is anybody within 15 feet?
Within 5 feet?
5 feet.
5 feet?
I am. but
Sneak attack does not apply if you have disadvantage.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yep.
Disadvantage or if an opponent is within 5 feet.
I think if you
Right.
have
No,
Attack
because
does say it's that order.
he's attacked.
You don't need advantage on an attack roll if another enemy the target is within 15 or is within 5 feet. The enemy is incapacitated and you don't have disadvantage yet.
You have
Okay.
disadvantage,
Yeah.
so you do not
Okay.
get sneak attack.
So,
I thought they were like separate.
I don't get to use sneak attack.
You don't get to use sneak attack, but you do get to slap this guy with a rapier.
Cool. I'm gonna slap this guy with the rapier
Literally.
for 1d8 plus 3. Let's see what that turns out to be. 7 plus 3, 10.
Okay, yeah. So
Some damage.
you stick him with this rapier, and yeah, he's definitely starting to look a little bit hurt for sure.
How does the kid look?
The kid is still more human than Snake, but you know his like head is getting a little bit longer. His like legs are getting a little longer.
Does he look any worse off now that I've done more damage to this?
No,
Okay.
The vision of this is like
He's very tall.
it's like you know.
It sounds like he's
you know,
just from like Victoria.
Do you guys
era.
remember the
He's fine.
Animorph books?
Yeah.
Think
Oh,
about
he's
like
in the middle.
think about midway of
Ah,
an
yeah.
Animorph
Pictures
book
of
cover.
the Animorph
Oh, the covers.
Yes,
cover.
Of the cover.
there's
The
also,
covers was
there's
midway.
also the little hologram things that like you could go in there. Like,
Well, but like it was just a bunch of pictures.
Wasn't
Like
that just the cover?
no, there's another
No. She's
Oh, I
talking
never
about like
opened them.
the bookmarks too. Are also there. Was
Yeah.
also bookmarks.
Yeah, it's like midway
never saw anything
through,
but the covers. I
I
I
read
saw
one
them
of
at the
those
Scholastic Book Fair, and that was it.
midway through an Animorphs book. Like that's what he looks like. It looks weird.
cover.
Yes.
That's all I got. Me being
Okay.
Okay. So for the first time breaking the narrative thing, Laniver goes, "Who is this boy to you?" No, wait, no, that's not Boston enough. Who is this boy to you? That's not any different. Let's just go.
Who is he?
Who is the boy to you?
Yeah.
Is he a co-op? Is he a co-op?
Is he a rat?
Is this boy a snake?
Is he a rat?
Is this boy a snake?
Why are you turning these boys into snakes?
And
Meanwhile, I have my wrist bow
Yeah.
locked onto him.
yeah, he says, "I'm saving their lives. It's the only way. I'm doing the good work."
But who are you to them? Oh yeah, that's good. Inner Mark Wahlberg.
Come on, we got it with it.
Right. She's gonna roll up any
Said,
moment.
I am their savior.
What are you saving them from?
From death.
I had to like look at the title. We're with the Hackberry Police. Let us help you.
He says, I know not this Hackberry.
And then
I'm
he
not
goes.
from here.
And then he goes. And in that moment, I had to remind him, Hackberry doesn't know him either. And then I shoot the crossbow.
You went from around here.
Pretty much. cocksucker.
Jesus. Whoa.
Fuck this game!
It's a 7.
Family friendly.
That's a miss.
Not on Tuesdays.
Yeah, not Tuesday. For
Family
Monday,
friendly
sir.
on Tuesdays.
Yeah, not on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, or
No,
Sundays.
Thursdays are relatively family friendly. Saturdays are family
Saturdays are
friendly.
definitely
Unless you
family
What, do
friendly.
we not stream on Thursdays?
No, Saturdays we do sub Saturdays, and we have some of the kids of our subs get involved too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, come on now, Brett.
Learn the programming.
Anyways, yeah, you miss, and he says, "Where I'm from, the snakes live forever." And Susrana.
Trying to
I
turn everyone
wanted,
into
I
snakes.
wanted to give him the potion because I wanted.
And I'm like, wait, hang on a second. When you say where you're from, can I go there?
Do you want to be a snake?
Well, now I'm conflicted because I wanted to give him the potions. I thought it was going to help, and then he said snakes will live forever, and now I don't know what to do.
Well, clearly going to turn him into a snake forever.
Yeah,
I know, but I still want to. What if I want the boy to live forever? I want him to live as a snake.
That
What?
attacks you?
who cares what you want? What does Cisrana want?
I am
Mm,
speaking
mm.
as my character. I'm gonna throw the vial against the far wall and let it shatter.
Killed the boy.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There's no one
You
to.
you throw you throw the vial against the wall, and I'm not even gonna make you roll just
Just
because
pulled a lucky.
you don't need to roll. You can throw it against the wall.
It's a good
And
wall.
And
Oh,
credits.
I see what you mean. And he fucking looks at it. It's in like slow motion as this vial is like thrown against the wall, and he looks at you and says, "This boy may never live forever now. Look what you did." And he is going to come and take a swing at you.
Do I get to attack him?
Oh, okay, sorry. You have 2 actions, yes. It's like, maybe he won't do that. No, he definitely doesn't do that. He's not going to do that next turn.
I hit him twice, and
You can hit him once.
Wait, I'll hit him.
Sorry, because your first action was throwing the vial against the wall.
Then I will hit him once and use the key point for flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. I'm gonna hit him with my weapon, then throw my weapon down, then punch him twice.
It could also be kicks or
Sorry.
Smash your own head.
Yeah, just
Boom!
So here's for the first attack.
Mhm.
What? You stab him and use the knife buried in him.
18.
Hit.
What?
18.
That's a hit. Yes.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15.
Nice. Yeah. So he's starting to look pretty hurt.
And then
And then how much for your unarmed strikes?
that's
Total all in.
yeah. And then there's a special. Whenever I hit with one of my flurry blow attacks, I can impose one of the following effects on the target. They either fall prone, need a dexterity throw, they either get pushed, or they can't take reaction until the end of my next turn. I'm gonna have them not be able to take a turn until my next turn.
Okay.
Going for the stun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any saving throw for them to do that. Or
Con saving throw DC 13 for stunning
Where?
strike. Are you talking about open hand tech?
I'm talking about. Hold on. They push from 50 feet if it fails a strength saving throw, but then it never says or it can't take a reaction. A reaction is just reacting to an attack, so they can still attack.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. I'm going to make them fall prone, and they have to succeed on it.
Yeah, make a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Or fall prone.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
That is a 20. Not natural.
That succeeds.
Okay.
Bottoms.
The bottom's on an 18. I can't even find the
It would be-
Three.
3. Yeah,
Looks like I win. Just kidding.
I think
100 bits for bottoms.
that the tops and bottoms difference is always 21. For
Correct.
some, it's always 21.
It should
Yeah.
always be 21 if it's a true day.
Okay.
Learn something new.
All right. So he's out for his next attack, or no? He
He's
saved.
prone. Oh, he did.
He's saved.
Still standing up.
Got it. Okay. So it is now. It is his turn, and he is going to run, and he is going to try and grab the boy, and run out of the room past everybody, as he says, "We can still save him." And he's like hurt. He's dripping blood everywhere. It's yellow blood. And he is going to try and grab the boy and run past all of you. And you will all get opportunity
Do I
attacks.
still have the mirror?
You do still have the mirror.
I'm gonna
Like the mirror is on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna make the little boy look in the mirror.
Whoa.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm just gonna attack this.
Yeah.
guy.
So what for your opportunity attack, you can like try and like grapple him to get the boy out of him
Okay,
because it's his turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay, so make a grapple, and he's going to do a strength check to try and keep the boy out of your reach.
What do I add to grapple?
It's your strength.
Would you get a proficiency bonus on grappling?
Maybe.
If you have something that gives you a proficiency bonus, I don't know.
I don't know if it counts as an unarmed strike. I'm proficient with unarmed
Oh, does
strikes.
grappling count as an unarmed strike? That is a great question.
Anyway, 10. If I don't get proficiency.
It sounds like no.
I think that normally you don't add your proficiency bonus to grapple. There is a feat. There are some feats that give you proficiency bonus for grapple checks.
10.
That he rolled a 7. You're 2 weak people right now.
But you're stronger.
But yeah, I would say that you definitely managed to pry the boy out of this dude's hands, and can shove the mirror in his face,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts convulsing on the ground.
Son of a bitch.
I was wondering if you like suddenly got really downtrodden and sad because of what you were about to do, or like
I didn't know since he
And-
wasn't a full snake yet.
and-
like if it would
And
be-
you see this,
The logic makes
and you
sense.
see his snake-like features start to slowly kind of recede. This and the hooded man is going to keep trying to run. He's trying to run out of the room right now, still, even though he's like crazed. So you guys can all get an opportunity attack.
Well, I'm a
Kinda
little bit
vision of the
further
stone
away,
boy still
so
sitting
I'm going to
there,
attempt to
just like-
clothesline him, and I'm assuming you're going to make me throw thing for that.
a dice.
Here's what I
The
wanted.
normal decision-making die.
So I'm gonna go with that,
I don't think he has a normal.
and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do if I succeed, and if I don't, I'll save it for later.
Okay. I'll keep that one in the back pocket.
Exactly.
All right, roll me your opportunity attack, my friend.
17 plus, I don't know,
Oh yeah,
something.
you clothesline the fuck out of this guy.
Okay. So I clothesline him, and then I grab my canteen out of my bag, grab the cork out of it, and dump it on the ground right in front of his face. Shove his face right in the reflection of that water.
Ooh.
Wow,
And tell me if that does anything.
that's fucking brutal. Oh my god. So as you kill this guy with the reflection of his face on the ground, he just fucking fries, basically. And just convulses on the ground and doesn't get up anymore. He is dead and gone. Goodbye. That was whoa. Fuck me up, fam.
That was brilliant. You got in the chat.
And so yeah, you guys are out of combat with there is a snake boy on the ground who is starting to look a little more human than Snake.
I'm just gonna sit him down in front of that mirror and be like, "You look long and hard, and like think about what you've done."
You think about what you look like.
You said you had a book that said Basilisk Hate Light.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did not use that.
I'm gonna pick him up and take him to the Room of Light, see if it helps.
Oh, we have a room of light.
Someone go get that stone boy that's just been sitting upstairs this whole time by himself. Just
I run upstairs, grab a stone.
we can't.
and-
He's in a cage.
So
He's in a
there,
cage.
so that cage is still up.
Oh.
But you do. But now you kind of like can tell that you can touch the cage. That like magic ward is not there anymore.
Bunch of spells have ended now that this guy is no longer with us.
Right. You two go get the stone boy. We'll go
Alright.
to the room of light with the mirror and the other boy. We'll meet. We'll
I'll
wrap
jump
this whole thing
downstairs.
up.
You get the bro. I pull the. I pick the lock.
What?
Pull the thing out. What?
Did you
No.
jump downstairs?
I jump downstairs.
Why are you gonna pull the door out? That's gonna make the spikes go.
He's made out of stone. He's fine.
You can shatter stone.
You can
bro.
shatter stone, dude.
Why don't we try to break the spikes up there? Pull the boy out.
I do nothing.
How do I do this?
I'm gonna carry the boy to
Yeah.
the Room of Light.
Okay.
And while
Yeah,
I'm
let me-
carrying him,
You guys
I'll
are
go
doing
ahead
that?
and just lay on hands on him to give him a little bit more health. So
Okay.
I'll try and cure diseases or poisons on him.
Yeah. So basically, as soon as you take him into the light room with the mirror, it totally like starts working a lot faster.
You can't.
Use the hammer and the crowbar. The magic is gone off of them.
I go wailing on the spikes with my crowbar.
Just wailing on him.
And by wailing, I mean one particular spike, not me going around.
Just-
doing them evenly.
You're just like
Okay, well,
Like
actually,
evenly distributed.
actually,
Let me play you the song of my people.
no, actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna Misty Step into the cell, pick up the boy, and Misty Step out.
Oh, shit.
Is that a move?
Yeah,
Misty Step?
It's a second level spell, but I haven't used any second level spells, and I have 2.
Wait. Oh, sorry. That's the one you don't have a card for.
Yeah.
Have you not used that already?
I was going to, and then I changed my mind.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
technically a bonus action, to be fair.
No, I mean it's a level 2 spell. So yeah, briefly surrounded by silver mist, you teleport up to 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you can teleport up to 30
But
feet.
you won't let me pick something up and take it.
I mean,
His clothes teleport with him? No, this is a serious question.
I'm gonna wear this boy.
Because if his clothes teleport with him, then whatever he carries would teleport with him.
I mean, that's kind of gaming the system there, my dude.
That's your
Is it
chance.
Nightcrawler level teleportation or not?
Worth asking.
Oh, okay. Fine. This is fine. I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I Misty Step in, I pick up the boy, and put him in my bag.
How big is your
Oh,
bag?
shit. But his bag can basically...
And no, that's you, not me.
Oh.
And I rope trick to climb up to the ceiling and kind of like swing over the spikes.
So the spikes go all the way up to the ceiling.
Well, I don't know, Zep. I'm just kidding.
He has said that 3 times.
Just bring
In his defense.
No, I know.
just attack
100%.
the spikes. Just
But are they like, they're spikes, so they're...
No, they're- I
is
mean,
the gap between them bigger at the top?
I would say that it is. It probably gets up to about like 8 to 10 inches at the top.
Still fucked.
I throw the boy through the spikes and yelled. No.
just attack.
Wait, you could do that. You could shove him through at the top and then...
No.
And
But
then
he's
what?
still made of stone.
And then
Yeah,
he
he's
breaks a
stone.
finger while he's made of stone.
Oh. Right.
Just
Just
try.
pass him through in pieces.
Just
It'll be fine.
Real
Yeah.
simple.
it's not Humpty Dumpty.
All of us are like down at the bottom doing like a fireman like catch thing?
Just
know.
attack the spikes and see if you can break them.
You already did that.
But we didn't. No,
you didn't.
Well, you did that back in the beginning,
Yeah, okay, fine. I attack
back
the
when there was a
spikes.
magic ward on this.
I walk up to the spikes with my sword, my short sword, and swing at the spikes.
Roll.
Danger sword.
That's okay. I'm not attached to this character.
14.
I would definitely say that you blunt the fuck out of your sword when you hit this metal spike, but it does like start to crack. You don't break it, but it definitely like starts to crack.
Okay, well then I just keep
Okay,
at
so
it.
this is
The sword's done.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are so you're like gonna hack this thing for like 20 minutes while you break it.
Yeah.
Okay. That can be a short rest for everybody. Well, everyone is just sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
I am also hacking with
Okay.
if that's short rest, I
with
get
my
back
crowbar.
all
Yeah.
of my key points.
Yeah, that's fine. So after like 20, 30 minutes of hacking this thing, and your sword is done, your crowbar just looks used.
Has no more orange paint on it.
Yeah, you knock the orange paint off of it. You manage to break the spike enough to pass this stone kid through.
Cool. And then I pick up the stone kid, and I take him to the room of light, and I say out loud, "That sword never had a name, but maybe we should have called it."
Or Matthew. We actually don't know which boy
Adam.
made it.
No, the sword never had a name, but maybe we should have called it Jailbreak. I walk through into the room of light. No, I don't like Jailbreak.
I liked Adam.
Okay, Adam. No, I don't like Adam either.
Matthew. He's the
Matthew
other boy.
sounds better, at least.
For a sword?
Better than Adam.
And okay,
Call it
Blunty McJailbreak.
Breaker of Cells.
and okay, and
Spike blood.
as you walk in, unfortunately, nothing happens to this boy. But as you bring him in, the other boy who's starting to come to just looks and just he kind of looks at you guys and looks at his brother and kind of just like says, "The syrup."
We're gonna go dunk him in that yellow goopy stuff downstairs.
That's the stuff.
All right.
We're gonna hold him by his heel, all Achilles, and dip him in.
So he still has a stone foot?
I guess.
Okay, why
Just the Achilles tendon.
don't you guys roll? Let's see. Who's dunking him? He's
I'll dunk
Romulus.
him.
What are you gonna make us roll?
I will dunk him.
Okay, dunk.
Unless anyone wants to assist me. He's a boy,
Roll
but he's big enough
animal
still.
handling.
Yeah,
He's probably a better. You probably got this one
He's a
covered.
snake.
I'm gonna leave this one to you.
Yeah, just roll me plus your roll me plus your insight. Or sorry, roll me plus medicine.
That's good. We get a roll.
Like it's basically wisdom. And
8.
8.
Yes.
Comes back no arm. Missing an eye.
For the record, I rolled a 20. It didn't get
And as you kind of drop him in, it's something. He has his leg is slick or something, but you actually drop him, and and it actually not only and he breaks the whole beaker and it just spills. And you see the other boy just kind of drop to his knees, just in sadness, as you spill this goop all over the place.
He's still in the goop?
It's the goop is spreading fast,
Right.
and it's
I'm gonna start rolling him around in the goop.
live, damn you!
Worth
And
it.
just hope for the best.
It
We
doesn't.
have to cut
Work.
our losses here.
Yeah, it doesn't work. he's stone.
I pick up my blunted sword and start using it as a spoon to spoon the goop on top of the stone. No, I don't know how to do anything.
Actually, I'm gonna take my bedroll out and just use it as a giant sponge and just keep wrapping him up with as many cloths and things we can spare from.
Oh, that's a good one.
I also
That's
have
not a
a
terrible
bedroll.
move, actually.
Yeah. So I will get rid of my bedroll for this.
You ain't taking no rests.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys kind of wrap him up, and you guys wrap him up and hope for the best, and pick him up.
And
And
we'll goop egg roll.
yep.
I think we just take him upstairs, exit this whole dungeon.
I carry him out if we can.
Carry
Both
both
to
of them out.
Carolina.
Yeah. So one of them can like walk. He like needs some help, but he can walk.
You walk back out to Carolina.
Yeah.
One non-goopy boy and one
Goopy boy.
goop burrito.
Goop burrito. Just a big old goop burrito.
And as you guys come out, you see the boy just as soon as he comes out, he takes off and runs into Carolina's arms, and as she is just overjoyed to see her son Adam back.
Adam.
I knew we should have gotten the red book.
And and you guys kind of come out and explain to her, what happened with Matthew, and that there's a chance that he may come back. She's understanding. She's been grieving for a while. She thought both of her sons were lost. And as you guys leave the castle to go back to Hackberry Station. Sorry, as you guys leave the Chesterfield estate to go back to Hackberry Station.
I go, at least one of the boys was back in town. The boy is back in town.
And that was the first episode of, and I'm not kidding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the first episode of The Trouble at Hackberry Station, where we solved the snake puzzle.
Oh my god.
Thank you everybody for watching. This is part 1 of a 2 or 3 part mini-series, Trouble at Hackberry Station, where our heroes will be solving some more murders as they come around. Next week, we're going to have another guest star. Morris Builds is going to be on the show as well. So we might have a pretty big cast next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyla is
we have-
Matthew.
Do we have Zach and Setback?
Stephanie is in shows, so she's actually going to be out probably until we bring
We have
back
Zach
Twisted
back.
Mithril.
So that means we'll have 6 people next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
How?
We fit 3 people at this table. We can fit 3 people at that table.
But we don't want to.
Thank you everyone so much for coming. Pilot, you want to start finding a raid?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Once again, my name is Zep, and I'm joined by Bishop, Nestor, Delin, and guest star Mark. And we are Torpid Gaming. We are live 5 days a week. Tuesdays is Dungeons and Dragons night, where our current campaign is on a season break while we cook up a new world for season 2. So we're running this mini series in the meantime. Next is going to be Adventures and Platformers, Kingdom Hearts 3 on Thursday with Delin and Nestor. And then Saturday is going to be Sub Saturday. So if you're a new sub, hop on Saturdays. We're going to be playing games with you, whatever you want. We're going to play it. So make sure to get in the Discord, be a sub, be here on Saturday, play games with us.
And if you're not a sub, come by anyway. We're going to find ways to include you as well.
I would like to live stream Solitaire.
Right. Let's do
But
it.
it's got to be from Windows 3.1.
Yeah, exactly.
A riveting round of paint.
And
Could I go
so,
back and play Minesweeper?
How would that be?
sure. If you're a sub, you can come do it. And then Sunday is going to be more Cuphead. We're gonna finish.
You're
No,
out of town.
I'm out of town. Never mind. It's gonna be keep talking and no one explodes.
That's right.
With real, we're actually gonna use.
we're
We're actually
doing
gonna
VR.
use.
VR.
We're gonna use the Oculus, right?
No, the Vive.
Oh, the Vive.
We're going to use the HTC
sinner.
Vive and actually do it in VR proper.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Which-
doing real VR. Keep talking, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So we will see everyone on Thursday. We are Torpid Gaming. We do 3 things: we have fun, we get immersed, and we do epic shit. See you later, everybody.
Cheers.
Do epic shit.